What's up? What happened?
Can't see or hear us.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
To start the show?
To start the show, not a good omen.
It's the
Are
rain.
we good?
Okay.
It's the rain.
Yes.
We're good.
Crazy Southern California day. Welcome, everybody, to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode number 46. Thank you guys for joining us. We are live on YouTube. We are taking messages on Instagram, TikTok, whatever your choice of medium is. I want to welcome everybody. Let's go over our introductions. To my right, I have the guru. Rafa's in the house.
What's going on?
How's
What's
it going,
on?
Papa?
Good, good.
I have producer extraordinaire, Eddie Money. What's up, Eddie Money?
What's up, man?
Birthday's coming up. And then special guest. Always a pleasure to have this young gentleman in on the show. He doesn't bless us enough.
Absolutely. He lives so far away.
Hawks on the Cobes. Say hello, Hawks on the Cobes.
I would say hi, but I hate the name, so please stop.
Hawks on
calling
the
me.
Cobes, and I don't care. Okay.
Yee yee!
Yee yee. Listen, that is Jacob Tiger Santiago.
That's proper.
Is that better? Say hello to the party people.
Shalom.
Shalom. So listen, everybody, thank you guys for joining us. We have an excellent show coming up. We have Logan's Lowdown. All right. If you guys remember, Logan Loya, 2020 graduate of St. John Bosco, national champion, slot receiver out of UCLA. We had him here for a full
Punt returner.
Yes, in-house interview. We are doing a call-in before every game. Logan will join us. If you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask him now, go ahead, hit Eddie Money up. He'll write them down. But at 7:45, Logan will call in and we'll do a review of the big UCLA opener in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Against the
Coastal Carolina.
do you guys know the
Are they Pirates?
No. That's Eastern Carolina.
Yes. Oh, it's way better.
I know it.
It's
a bird, right?
it looks like a rooster.
What is it?
It's not the Cox.
It's
Whoa,
hey, it's a
whoa,
family
Jay's
show.
not here.
So, yeah.
Oh my!
you will never get it. It's their
But I do know it though.
Chanticleers?
Chanticleers. They call them the chants. Yes,
Nobody knows what that is.
the Chanticleers.
Good
Yes.
for them.
That's
So
such a specific, like...
it's
Yeah.
so crazy,
Wow.
right? Yeah, but they do have a game. They're in the Sun Belt Conference.
They're like teal and black, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
sweet-
and nice colors. Sweet jerseys.
sweet uniforms, and home opener Saturday night, 7:30, ESPN. Lot of eyes.
Oh, for
They're,
sure.
they're the late game, so you know what that means.
Yeah.
Yes, every degenerate on the planet.
They're betting it. 100%. That's going to be your Hawaii game of the week.
Yes,
Because
yes.
Hawaii plays tonight at 8
Speaking
p.m.
of late game and degenerate, B-Tab is in here saying what's up.
Hey,
Oh,
B-Tap.
B-Tap.
What's up, man? Where's my Al Pastor tacos, man?
He said he needs a hat, and he's already asking about the Dodger game. Oh, if he should take the over.
Oh, man.
Well-
who's pitching? Do we can do
You
a
don't have
pick?
that information right now.
I don't know
Listen.
who's pitching. I'm
Speaking B-Tap.
You're the guru.
B-Tap.
I know, but I need to know the pitchers. I'm in football mode, brother.
Yeah.
Listen.
I get you.
Go ahead.
Max Free is pitching, and Urios.
Ooh, free.
Oh, 100%.
Harvard Westlake grad.
100% hammer the over.
Wow. What is it, 7.5?
8.
All right. So listen, B-Tap.
Somebody's hitting some tanks.
Funny that you bring up some advice because we're introducing a new segment called Reach Out to Rafa. It's going to be 10, 15 minutes long. You give us a call. We will give you the number. If you guys want to call in with any questions pertaining to spreads or fantasy, football, baseball, basketball,
Ridiculous parlays.
Premier League,
Oh, for
parlays,
sure.
anything. Hey, if you
La
want to
Liga.
know about life, I will give you some life advice. Don't ask my son if I give good advice or not. But that will be a new segment. We're going to try to do that at 7:10. Reach out to Rafa, and you will be able to call in live. Make sure that your radios are down, unlike Richard Dice that one time. But yes, we are doing that. And listen, we are the gambling show of record, party people, right? We are not afraid of gambling. Gambling is a thing for us. But we do have a motto on Two Nobodies with the Mic. And I love to ask Jacob this. Jacob, Hawks, what is the motto of this show?
It's don't be a loser.
do not be a loser. And when we talk about not being a loser, we're not talking about losing bets. That will happen. But just be responsible. Don't be that guy. Right, Rafa?
You have also Boomtown saying, "What's up from Colombia?"
Whoa!
at Boomer.
Boom.
You guy, how about that?
Boomtown, listen, how do you have energy to actually type something right now? Boomer, yes. Boomer left his car here. Boomer in Colombia. Thoughts and prayers to Boomer. Hopefully he makes it back safe. Yes, we love you, Boomtown. Be safe out there, Papa.
He's telling all the girls, that's my boys right there.
Yes, I'm watching ESPN. yes.
B-Tap said, after you told him to take over, he said, "Okay, locked in for 1,000."
Oh,
fuck.
yeah, no pressure.
Don't pin that on me, Ricky Bobby.
And then we have Raider Gabe 420 saying, "Puro pinche Raiders."
Yes.
Get down.
Puro pinche party. So, listen, this is episode 46. 6 episodes away from 1 year straight, man.
Yes, sir.
That
It's a long
is-
time.
That we should set up something special.
Who
Who would have thought? Persistence, dedication, perseverance. I mean, geez, the first 2 shows, we couldn't even get a live stream going.
I did
No.
a couple shows.
So, episode 46, and if you guys know how we do this, right, is an interactive show. We like to go over our favorite professional athletes or even college athletes with the number of the episode, and this is episode 46. Does anyone? Is a pretty slim pickings.
Just one. I'm going to Andy Pettit, and that's it.
Andy
that's
Pettit.
The
That's
only
a
one.
great 46, by the way. Great pitcher from the Yankees. Hawks on the Cobes, you have a 46?
I don't. I
yeah.
forgot what you said.
All right.
Touchdown, Miami.
Woo!
And the Canes are rolling.
You.
I got one. I have Alfred Morris.
Alfred.
Wow, look at you from the Redskins.
Running back? Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to go Herm Edwards, New York Jet. If you guys remember that famous play, I don't know if it was the Heidi game or not, but all the other team had to do, I don't know if it was the Giants, was take a knee. And they fumbled. They were going to take a knee. He fumbles a snap. And Herm Edwards picks up the ball in slow motion and runs it back for a touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry, Eagles. He didn't play for the Jets. And crazy freaking play, man.
Really?
Crazy. And he's a young man. Also, what?
Before our time, Eddie Money.
Yeah.
Before our time.
And Herm Edwards had one of the best quotes of all time when he was the head coach of the that was the Jets.
He was the head coach of the Jets.
Yes.
Your wife also said Herm Edwards.
Yes.
So
Yes.
locked in. Wow.
Yeah, my wife's just
I have one. Todd Christensen, Raiders.
Raider tight end.
How could we miss a Raider?
Homeboy had the
Can
best.
never, Rafa. We can
Never.
Only white tight end with a Jerry curl. Just look up Todd Christensen. He was rocking. That's when they were the LA freaking Raiders too.
Oh,
rocking
okay.
a sweet ass Jerry curl with the mustache. And a great tight end, obviously. But Herm Edwards quote. Does anyone remember the Herm Edwards quote?
No.
Yeah, man, I know it. It's just not coming to me right now.
You play.
To win the game.
Oh, you're
You
right.
play to win the game. Hello.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was just legendary. And Herm.
Almost as good as Dennis Green's or
Oh yeah.
was
We
it?
are who they thought they were.
Yeah, that was great.
Minnesota Vikings and
No, it
Cardinals.
was the Cardinals and the Bears.
Cardinals and the Bears.
That's when the Bears had that great defense, but their quarterback was Rexy Grossman,
I remember that.
and that was great. And then of course Jim Mora's playoffs.
Playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
Bunch
are
of
really good.
great quotes, but
Oh,
that's
man. I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40. Oklahoma State. I'm gonna go Tony Gonsolin, 46 from the Doyers. Todd Christensen, Bo Outlaw, but 1 year.
46 is tough.
Yeah, just a crappy number. But instead of wasting our time with that 46, let's take a quick look into one of our favorite segments called You're Fired. Speaking of Tony Gonsolin, right? You're Fired, brought to you by Julio's Pizza, the best thin crust pizza in Southern California, right off of Pioneer Boulevard. Go stop in. You guys will not be disappointed. The best al pastor pizza you've ever had in your life, right, Rafa?
For sure.
Extra pineapple, well
100%.
done.
That's Eddie Money's go-to right there.
Yes, yes.
We haven't
And
had it in a while.
we haven't, but thank you to Mary and Ziggy, always hooking us up with the pizza and Julio's. But if you guys know the deal, just talk about someone that you want to fire this week. That someone that got under your skin,
Get
right?
something off your chest.
Yes. And speaking of Tony Gonsolin, I'd like to fire myself this week, Rafa.
Wow.
Yes. I do not.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness. I do not like to be a hypocrite, and I don't know if you know this. Not about me not being a hypocrite, but last week I was all over the Angels' ass for assuming that they knew about Ohtani's UCL tear.
Yes.
And still letting him pitch. And I didn't know that.
I tried to tell you they didn't know.
I had heard that. So 2 nights ago, I'm watching Dodgers live after the game, whatever, and they're talking. Roberts, Dave Roberts, is talking in a press conference, and he's talking about Gonsolin, and he straight out said it. I saw it come out of the horse's mouth. He's like, "We knew he had a tear in his UCL,
and still pitched him.
We thought he could pitch through it maybe for the season."
Wow.
So not only did I get on the Angels for assuming that they knew something that I didn't know they knew, but the Dodgers actually did exactly what I fired the Angels for.
Wow.
So I felt like I had to come clean, Papa. That was an albatross.
The guilt was
weighing heavy. I couldn't believe it. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, they knew about it.
Wow, that's terrible.
They had MRI. They saw they had a little tear. Obviously, he had lost velocity, right? And he was complaining, so they did the MRI. They saw the tear and let him pitch through it. And now...
Well, you saw that Ohtani didn't let the Angels take an X-ray or MRI or anything. No imaging.
He took control of his own career. He said, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this. So,
and he kept leaving games early. So you wanted to blame the Angels when in reality it was the fucking Dodgers. No shock there.
I knew you would like that one.
Loved it.
I knew you
I
would
loved it.
So I've come clean. Listen, if you want to get that off your chest, anybody, go ahead. Let Eddie Money know who you want to fire. Who wants to fire someone next?
I'll fire since mine is Dodgers related.
As well?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's not because of the Dodgers, though. So
all right. Let's hear it.
It was yesterday's game, and Lance Lynn was pitching well in the beginning. And then before he gave it up, the MLB, Twitter account was like, he's pitching so good, he looks like he was never in Chicago. Next inning, gets out the fucking grand slam.
Hammered.
Yeah.
Well, he's had 2 bad outings in a row. So who are you firing?
The
MLB?
The Twitter account for jinxing that shit.
Oh, was it the MLB Twitter?
No, it wasn't. It was like a like NFL Twitter accounts where they just report on everything. It was like one of those accounts, but for baseball.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, the announcers jinx. It's a thing. I believe it.
I thought they were going to miss the field goal here before halftime.
But VTAP also has the Dodgers firing.
Let's hear it.
He said, "Tell Eddie to fire Dave Roberts. Dodgers won't win again with him there."
I like it. Because Roberts' his ass. That's my
Listen,
thing.
he's done. He's
What'd he say?
No, just because Roberts' his ass.
He's done a terrific job. No one expected the Dodgers to do this year.
Are you kidding?
They were not the favorites to win the division, Rafa. They were maybe
they were like 4th ranked to
but
4th.
That's a Vegas thing, though.
Of course,
that's a Vegas thing.
Fucking do.
No, because everyone puts money on the Dodgers. You know that's a Vegas. Vegas.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm talking about, man.
All right. You firing anybody, Jacob?
I want to promote somebody.
Oh, let's hear it.
I like it.
Look at that, a
I want
positive.
to promote Robert Saleh and the Jets. I'm sold. I'm sold.
Here we go.
3 episodes.
The love
3
affair.
episodes in.
They like sexy red. I'm sold. That team's bound to be great.
Oh,
Well,
my God. Well, here comes a 9-win season, fellas.
Listen, so did you break up with Dan Campbell? Did you let Dan Campbell know?
Who's Dan Campbell?
Are you, what?
The Lions coach guy.
Why did I don't know. That's you. You're a Dan
okay.
Campbell fan.
That is your love.
Don't put that on me.
That is your love.
Don't put that.
Yeah, I'm sold on the Jets. They're bound for greatness.
Even with that horrible O-line,
Yes, they'll find a way. Aaron Rodgers will find a way.
Aaron Rodgers about to lose his shit, man.
Hey, they start off Buffalo and then Dallas.
Win.
Both games, they will not be favored, by the way.
Oh, no.
Both wins.
They're not favored the first game, but
They'll win.
Sonny said to fire Doja Cat, but I have no clue what she did.
Oh, I do, but I can't say that here.
Okay.
why not? We can say fuck. You can say anything
say
here.
anything you want.
Are you kidding?
We'll just get shadow
What
banned.
happened? Say it.
We'll just get shadow banned like we usually do.
She's like a known. I mean, it's not officially, but like she's put it out there that she's like a devil worshiper.
Oh yeah.
What?
All right.
Yeah. So
That's like Carl's Jr. selling their burger for $666.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah, I
that.
did
They
see
do
that.
Dude, that's
It was
insane.
like
the Diablo
yeah, the
burger.
Diablo burger.
Like, how is there not?
Fuck.
How is there not Bible thumpers going
But yeah,
back
like-
and forth?
like
Bible thumpers are busy.
she's put it out there. She made it known that she's very
Get
heavy into Satan.
Get the
Wow.
hell out of here!
She put it as her
Edward,
as her profile
welcome
picture.
to Hollywood, buddy.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Welcome to Hollywood.
They got her.
Clip all of this whole fucking thing. We need it clipped.
She had to get famous somehow.
Yeah, sold her soul.
Wow.
Sold her
Yes.
soul. And
Wow. Anyways,
Yeah.
By the way,
Yes.
Rigo asked, like
Rigo.
the hats, when is the merch coming out?
So listen, we promised everyone that at 100K followers we would get the merch in motion, and the wheels are in motion. This is the first drop, our first hats. We are still working on this. Is a very intricate pattern. These guys did a great job. I promise you this, and I said this last week, that anything we put our name on will be the best quality. I'm thinking about only buying Gucci shit and then putting two Nobodies on.
Almost made Rafa spit his water out.
oh, shit.
All funded by CustomCars.com, by the way.
Oh, by the way, quick fact. You know how you said you hate Dave Roberts?
Yeah, 100%.
Wednesday, the Dodgers play. They're giving out Dave Roberts bobbleheads
Of course
on
they
our
are.
birthday.
On our birthday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
Surprised you're
yes,
not going
yes.
to that game.
Nah.
Because you don't want that shit.
I don't want to spend my birthday there.
Yeah, sounds good. That's a good idea. You're turning 21. You should be wilding out.
So Sonny's in the group chat here. That's awesome. So that is your fired. And anyone else want to fire anybody out there in the YouTube?
I do.
world?
I want to fire all. It's not sports related, but I want to fire people that don't have kids, that have pets, and then they think they're fucking parents.
Hold on.
I'm a parent. All right.
You're a parent. You get a Father's Day gift?
Yeah, I do.
Who buys
Actually,
you a Father's Day gift?
From who?
I'll fire your mother
Like-
right here if she buys it for you.
my sister got me something one time. My
Are
aunt-
you kidding?
Because the sister also thinks she's a parent for
Oh,
having
okay,
that.
yeah,
That's
you
why.
guys aren't fucking parents,
You guys
guys.
are not parents.
I might as well be.
The fuck
No.
you are,
Bullshit. Yeah.
No.
I don't think so,
dude.
guy.
Are you kidding?
You
and
leave-
then there's like, oh, I'm gonna take you to your grandparents. And then those people whose kids don't have kids, they think their grandparents are a fucking dog.
So what happened? Like what triggered this?
I saw some stupid ass thing on Instagram where this girl's like, oh, I'm gonna take talking to the fucking cat. I'm gonna take you to grandma's house, and the mom was so excited. Oh, my grandbabies are here. Are you fucking kidding?
Horrible.
Dude, and then they get gifts, and it's stupid. You're not a parent, bro.
I told you right when you sent it. I was like,
You guys are not parents.
I stuck up for you and said that you never did this type
He
of shit.
said that. He said that.
I
He
was
said my
kinda
kids
joking.
would never.
I was kind of joking.
I hope you were
Okay.
joking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are not a parent, sir.
Oh no, I don't
Because
want
your
to be a
ass just
parent
got
either.
fired.
you forgot who was in this chat. Michelle's in this chat.
Well, Michelle,
Michelle has kids.
She
Michelle
has kids.
She said, yes, you are parents. I'll strongly disagree.
no.
No, you're not.
Tell
You
him,
already
Nina
have
Shells.
kids.
Tell me, Nina Shells.
No, I'm sorry, but you guys are not parents. You didn't birth them. You don't fucking feed them in the middle of the night. Oh, when they sick, they are. Yeah, once every 6 months that they're sick.
Well-
Ask people who don't sleep at night, like a guy who's watched this show who hasn't slept in probably 3 years.
Yes.
All right? Seriously, those are parents.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
actually-
I've seen it firsthand. I would not want to be a parent.
Actually,
You should.
Michelle runs a rescue, SCARS, Southern California Animal Rescue. She, society or whatever. She puts work in with dogs. So she still can't say that though. That's still not a thing, Michelle.
Yeah.
She said, I'm going to get you alone. And then caps, Rafa.
So that's a great firing, Ruff. I 100% agree with you.
We got to change it up a little bit.
Yes.
You know, so.
Non-sports fire. I like
Yeah.
it.
So I'm not gonna fire anyone this next one, but since Sonny is here on YouTube, my son wrestles for the University of North Carolina. I want to talk a special segment about a certain young man. Big shout out to Ohio State wrestler, native of Nazareth, Pennsylvania. One Sammy Sasso. I met Sammy when he was about 15 or 16. Sammy's been a legend for a long time in the wrestling community. He's a 2-time Pennsylvania state champion, an Ironman champ, a Fargo champ, a Super 32 champ, a Beast of the East champ,
NCAA finalist.
2-time NCAA finalist. I mean, he was, or maybe still, going to represent
Hopefully.
the United States U23 in the World Championships. Sammy's a legend, a true G. And when I say G, I mean original. This kid has something special. But if you guys haven't heard, on Friday night, August 18th, in Columbus, Ohio, around Ohio State, Sammy had an incident, was being robbed, and was shot. And luckily, he's alive. They got him to the hospital, had emergency surgery that night. And then, again, another emergency surgery in the morning to remove the bullet from right near his spine. And this is a kid. My son reached out to him. This is totally approved by Sammy, by the way. My son messaged him, and Sammy said, "Thank you guys for all the support and love. He's praying for us." This is the kind of kid this is. I would love to introduce him to you, Rafa. But this kid has done nothing but, one, he loves wrestling. He is everything that's good about wrestling and in the community. This kid, Rafa, so he wrestled in Pennsylvania. He wrestled for Nazareth High School in Pennsylvania. But his thing was he was in this wrestling club called Dark Knights Wrestling Club. And just a crazy, insane, the coaches there, amazing group of kids. Julian Klebo, who goes to Arizona State. And Sammy has this signature cradle move, and he would pop up after a win and throw, I don't even know what the signal was, but give a Dark Knight, signal. Sammy has a big afro, and the kid is just original. Always has been original, always been a leader, never a follower. And when I met him in high school, I was around him for 3-4 days. We had a camp out here, and the kid has the it. And at Ohio State, he's been everything. Academic, Big Ten academic, wrestler of the year, leader of the year. And he's in a tough situation now. And he's going to have to relearn how to walk. I don't know all the details about this thing. But Sonny reached out to him, asked him how we could help. There is a GoFundMe account. If you just go to GoFundMe, or even if you go to Google and put Sammy Sasso Recovery Fund, he has a goal, which I think is a very small goal. If wrestling has touched your life, and wrestling is a small community, but also a big community, like we all know each other. It's one of the biggest sports in Middle America, and even in California. It's all over the world, and you ask any wrestler around, and they give a lot of credit. Jacob wrestled. What I did was not wrestling, Rafa. That was something different. I sucked majorly. But what's so special about Sammy is that even though he was a legend in high school, won everything that there was to win, he always represented, number one, his family. His family's awesome. By the way, he has a son, or not a son. He has a younger brother whose name is Sonny Sasso. Big, just twice as big as him. So cool names right off the bat, right?
100%.
Yeah. And just their look was different. But the one thing that makes Sammy different from a lot of people is that he always gives back. More than any other collegiate wrestler, high school wrestler I've ever seen. Even when he was here, he was helping out kids, younger kids, because he's always been like in the wrestling circles, sort of like a superstar, right? But I would see him at kids' tournaments, and Sammy was always there with the Dark Knights. And kids, every kid would go up to him. This is even before he went to Ohio State. Asked for pictures, always willing to help. And then when he got to Ohio State, he was in the finals against Austin O'Connor, who my son wrestled with. And if you see Sammy always won with class, and he did mostly all winning, 99% winning. But when he did lose, I was always impressed with Sammy. Even in a controversial match against Austin in the finals, he never bitched. He never complained. He stated his case, but just held himself like a champion. And that's what separates Sammy from a lot of other wrestlers, is that I've never seen a kid give back more to wrestling than him. And if you know him and you know his story, I'm telling the truth. that Sammy loves wrestling. He's given his life to wrestling. But more importantly, he's given back to wrestling as much as he's put into it. And now is the time to give Sammy his appreciation, his due. You know, he's going to have a lot of bills. I'm not sure what's covered. I don't know what that situation is. But I'm asking the wrestling community, if wrestling has affected your life in a positive way, then I would hope that we could give back and contribute to Sammy. Anything would help. Go to GoFundMe, Sammy Sasso Recovery Fund. And also, the Dark Knights Wrestling Club has this badass shirt. I got to show it to you. It's Sammy in Ohio State. Sammy in diamonds. It says Savage with his, signature cradle. And they're selling shirts. And the profits are going to help Sammy's recovery and his family. They're in for, a struggle. But if anyone can get over this obstacle, it's 100% Sammy Sasso. And prayers to you, Sammy. We love you. I've always appreciated you. You've always treated me like, with love and respect. I've always had, and my sons and my wife, I've always respected you. You've always treated us with respect. And I'm hoping that we can give back, make a difference. I'm hoping we're going to clip this, put all this information out there, Eddie Money. And I'm hoping that people actually give back and help you out, because you have done so much, Sammy, and we appreciate you. And I would like the wrestling community to show that appreciation and give it back. And I know my man here, I asked him to. He's done his part. So that's my spiel on Sammy. I don't know if Sonny has anything to say. Jacob, didn't you sell him a pair of Yeezys or something?
Yeah, we'll keep it at that.
But Sammy always just a G, man. He was always different. He stood out in the crowd. He was always different. A very, very special kid. And when I say this, and everyone's going to say, Eddie hit the nail on the head. He's just a different breed. And when we heard this, it was almost like Superman. No way. No way could Sammy be hurt. He's just too much of a badass. But that's my deal with Sammy. Like I said, we will clip this. We will get that information out to you. And I hope you guys support him. I'm going to get some shirts because the shirts are badass, Rafa.
Love it.
So that's that. With other news in wrestling, real quick, congratulations to Coleman Scott. He was the head coach at UNC, and now he left to go his dream school, Oklahoma State. He's over there now. We love his family. Good luck to you, Coleman, Jessica, all the kids. We have nothing but love for you. You brought us to UNC, and you will always be family. But also, good luck, and also we really are pulling for Rob Cole, new head coach at UNC. Comes in. We met him a long time ago in 2013 at Ohio State, which is kind of weird. But now he's the new coach at UNC. He's actually a national champion. He's an alum there. Won a national championship at UNC. And good luck. We welcome you with open arms. He's already a Tar Heel, so he knows what that whole deal's about. But that's my spiel on wrestling. That's all I got. Anyone else have anything to say? Hawks, anything for Sammy?
I just wish him luck in recovery.
Get well soon, bud.
Yeah, get well soon, bud. And we all know that if anyone could do it, Sammy can. And that's all I got to say about that. So, on to the next segment. Our favorite segment, NFL. We are no longer in preseason. Thursday is the first official game. Chiefs and Lions. That's going to be a good one. But
we'll have a pick for that.
We will have a pick for that. But it's brought to you by CustomCars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z. Aftermarket cars in the Valley over here in Los Angeles. Amazing website, easy to navigate. If you're in the market for a truck, raised, work, lowered, big wheels, 26s, spinning, anything you need. They can make it happen for you. And they've been our best sponsor. They contribute to the show greatly. Without them, we could not do this show. So we appreciate Custom Cars. But let's get into our NFL, Papa. This is our bread and butter.
Oh yeah.
What do we got going?
So we're gonna get into the win totals. We're covering every division. So
Is this the last?
This is the last. This is it. So we're gonna cover 4 divisions tonight. We are gonna start with what is arguably the worst division in football.
NFC West?
What?
Yeah, and the NFC South.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Duh.
like, what are
You made Jacob sit up
about?
real quick.
No, the worst. The NFC
is-
South. Both South divisions. The
Yeah,
NFC
they're
South
terrible.
and the AFC
I
South
thought with the West, I was like, the West is
are both atrocious. So let's start there. We have Tampa Bay at 6.5. Over is plus 116. The under is minus 142. That team should not win 5 games. So take the under there. Under 6.5 on Tampa Bay. Minus 142. You got to lay some money down, but
worth it.
I don't think they're going to win 5.
There's no way.
Are we blue chipping that shit, Papa?
Yeah, we can blue chip that. Let's blue chip
Yeah,
that right
sure.
there.
We need to get some
Because
WD-40
6.5
under,
Yeah, we're
under
going to
belt.
get a new beautiful bell.
5.5 I could see, but 6.5, there's no way they're touching even 6.
I don't think they get to 5. 5 is their number for me, but so that's and you got to pay a bunch of money there. This one, Saints at 9.5, I think is I know he hates it. 9.5 is plus 114. I think the Saints will win at least 10 games, closer to 11. They might go 5-1, 6-0 in this division.
We have rundown. Are we going to go run down that real quick?
We already did like 3
Yeah,
times.
We did that.
Well, we've run down the schedule already.
They're going to hit the over. No doubt about it.
They're going to hit the over, and the over's plus 114 if you get it in now. So you got a couple. You got till next week. Saints over 9.5 plus 114. That is a blue chip, right
Wow.
there. 100%
Wow.
over 9.5. I already bet this in Vegas.
BC, blue chip it.
Blue chip that over 9.5.
See the disappointment on my face?
100%. Totally
Yes.
disappointed. Then we have the Panthers at 7.5. The unders minus 122. 7.5 is
too high.
You think so? It's too high? I thought it was
For
a good number. I think it's
rookie
going to be.
QB?
Yeah, but again,
coach?
the division sucks.
I have Panthers winning this division.
Of course,
by the way.
that's insane. It's just absurd. It's absurd.
But then again, this is why I call him the guru.
Yeah.
Well, under 7.5 is. If you're going to play, I like the under 7.5. I think they finish right at 7.
7 is the max though, when there's no
I
way
think
they go
that's
8,
their
9.
peak is 7.
Yeah.
That's what I think their peak is.
It's not what he said at the Gucci store at the mall when I froze.
I didn't see him, but
I did.
You saw
I-
Bryce Young, and you didn't know
I
it was
froze.
him. Yeah,
I froze.
froze up. But 7, I think is so. If you're gonna bet this, I'd bet the under minus 122. Next is Atlanta, which I think is an absurd number. 8.5 minus 132. The unders plus 106. I like the under. This team, I think, max 7 games.
I disagree.
You like Atlanta?
In that division, yes, 100. I think they finished second in that division.
I think they finished second, but I don't think they win 9 games.
You don't think they get to at least 8?
Remember?
Yeah, but the
Oh,
number's
it's
8.5.
Remember
I
the
don't think, I don't think they get to
7.5.
9
Or
either.
no, remember
No.
Tampa Bay was 7 and 8 and made it to I'm sorry.
Years ago.
7 and
9, they made the playoffs.
Last
Yeah.
year.
Well, that was
No,
Tom
that
Brady. That was Tom Brady's
that-
year.
That was Tom Brady's first or second?
No,
First
no.
year.
Tom Brady won the Super Bowl his first year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they had a terrible record. Their record was terrible.
was last
Yeah, but they were
year.
like 9 and no, it was the year before, and I think they were 9 and 7.
Who won the division last year in this and went to the playoffs? They did not have a winning record.
No,
we
it was the
we
Bucks.
had a
Yeah, last year Tampa. What was
Oh, what's
Tampa's
the Bucks?
record last
that's
year?
what I'm saying. They had a losing record. And we went
8-9?
We went back and forth, but we went 8-9. We went round and round because I suggested that
about the
reseed.
hosting.
Yes.
You know
Yeah,
what?
they were 8-9.
I like
See?
the over there. I think they win 9 games.
Who?
You like Atlanta 9 games?
I kind of see the schedule low key.
Are we doing? We're breaking down Atlanta.
Yeah, why not?
Michael Brown's going to be so mad.
Yeah. He'd be pissed. We're gonna do one
We're doing
fucking
Atlanta? We're
recap
doing
on the
Atlanta?
Broncos 1 second. So I like the under, and it's plus 106, and I love the under.
They beat the Bucks twice. They beat the Panthers twice. Lose the Saints.
I think they split with both of those
Oh, you're
teams.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's a division game.
I think they split those games.
There's
They-
no way. The Bucks
Yes.
are terrible. Bucks are terrible.
Yeah, let's just go to the run through the schedule.
Run
real
it. Go
quick.
quick.
All right, week 1,
They play Carolina.
Carolina.
They probably win that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's at home.
It
It's at
doesn't
home.
matter. They still win.
They're at home. They're only favored by like 2.5, by the way.
Hammer
Which means
that.
Vegas somehow thinks Carolina's better.
Bryce Young's gonna.
Yeah,
do
because
some
you get
matches.
3.
Yeah.
But yet they're total 7.5. Anyways, go ahead.
Then it's home against Green Bay.
Win.
Loss.
You're crazy.
Are you fucking out
What?
of
He loves
loss?
Green Bay.
I
Okay.
love Jordan Love.
I think that's a
Jordan,
loss as
Jordan,
well.
A
Jordan
loss.
has looked good.
Okay,
Jordan has
one
looked good.
and
1-1.
At Detroit,
Loss. 1 and
1
2.
and 2.
home against Jacksonville.
Win.
Loss. And I hate the fucking
Win.
Jaguars.
Win.
1
at
and 3.
home.
Man,
Jacksonville almost beat the Chiefs in the championship.
we're not going to
game.
do that. But anyways,
Well, it
1 and
happened.
3.
Okay, 1 and 3. This is insane.
Then they're at home again against the Texans.
Win.
Okay, win.
2 and 3.
Home against the Commanders.
Win.
Loss.
You hate the Commanders.
I hate the Redskins 100%. Dude, they have a better roster than these guys.
Oh my.
Better coach,
You're
better
crazy.
roster.
You're insane.
Did you see what
2 and 4.
Did you see what Ron
That's
Rivera
not
said?
true. They're at home against the Commanders.
It's
At
the
home?
Redskins, first
Okay,
of all.
same
Those are
thing.
three straight games at home.
I,
All right, I think they're 2 and 4.
They're favored, and I
Okay,
promise
let's
you.
go 2 and 4.
2 and 4. Go ahead.
That's insane. Okay.
Then they
That's
go
insane.
at Tampa Bay.
Win.
I think it's a loss, but okay.
I'll go win. I'll go win there.
You're going to give them that win? So what do you have?
Baker
3 and 4. Go
Mayfield?
ahead. It's a division game on the road.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Go ahead.
At Tennessee.
Loss.
Loss.
Win. But okay, loss.
3 and 5. Please bet Atlanta.
Home
Every
against
week.
Minnesota.
Loss.
At Arizona.
Win. So
17.
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
They got their bye week. Then they play home against the Saints.
Loss.
Loss. 4 and
At
7.
the Jets.
Loss.
4 and 8.
Home against Tampa Bay.
You're going to let them scoop? Fine. We can let them scoop
Yeah.
Tampa 5 and 8.
Then they have at Carolina.
Win.
Home against the Colts.
You can't get
That's a win.
So you're having
That's
them
so-
scoop?
Jonathan Taylor will be back.
You're
though.
having them sweep Carolina.
I just told you that they would.
Okay, so you have them at 6 and 8. What else you got?
So the last one was the home at Colts. Then
That's a win. That's a win.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
At the Bears. And
That's
then
it.
Another win.
Loss. They're not beating the Bears. There's
You had-
9
you had
losses
them-
for you.
You had them lost against the Redskins
Fucking
at
blue
home.
chip this shit
You
right here.
just-
Under on Atlanta, 8.5 is a ridiculous number, and it's plus 106 to the under. It is a ridiculous number for them.
I don't know
Vegas
if this.
thinks I'm
I don't
right.
know if
Vegas
this
thinks
helps.
I'm right.
I don't know if this helps or hurts you, Rafa, but I agree with you.
Well, Jacob thinks over on Atlanta. I'm blue chipping the under on Atlanta, and I hope we have these
I'm a
all
Falcons
down.
fan this year.
I don't know
I'm a
why.
Falcons
I have
fan
all
this
your
year.
totals.
Okay,
written
good. You
down.
got them. All right, I love it. All right, let's go on to the other South Division, the AFC South. We'll start at the top. Texans 6.5. I like the under. Rookie quarterback, rookie coach. The under is minus 142. Colts 6.5. Over is 118. First 4 games without Taylor. Rookie quarterback under.
Bad roster
Well,
offensively.
you don't have Jonathan Taylor. You need a good running back to help a rookie quarterback. You don't have him.
Pittman's their best.
Receiver. You're right. So under on the Colts. Titans 7.5. I like the over on the Titans. I think they're an 8-9, 9-8 team. And then Jacksonville at 9.5. I think they go right to 10. That's my peak for them.
You're such a
But I
freaking
hate
guy. You
I
know
hate
that?
Jacksonville.
You swore they
Trevor
were
Lawrence.
terrible.
I still
but
think they're
you're giving them 10 wins.
I still think they're terrible. If I had to pick and choose, I'd take them over 10. Right at over 9.5. Right at 10.
They
It
probably
wouldn't
sweep
shock
the
me.
Texans. They probably sweep the Colts.
And they split with the Titans.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's 5-1 in the division.
Yes.
So let's go to the NFC West. Cardinals at 4.5. Blue chipping this right here.
Oh yes.
100%. Under is minus 142. Take the under on the Arizona Cardinals. This has to be the worst fucking team.
If this isn't the most obvious tank job,
Wow.
it's a tank job, Rafa.
Oh, and Dobbs is starting week one.
I thought it was
they cut their
They
best
cut Colt
quarterback.
McCoy.
They cut Colt.
They
McCoy.
cut-
Yeah, they
Cut
cut
Colt
the
McCoy.
quarterback who has been with them the whole offseason.
I thought
Yeah.
he was starting.
Cut
Not
him.
only that,
Cut him.
who's been like the glue to this team, who's been the leader. They cut the head off the snake. And this is, people are starting to say tank, tank, tank. They've said this so much that Caleb Williams has come out last week and said,
I saw it.
I am not 100% coming out. It depends on who takes me. And 100%.
Arizona will not
This is-
take Caleb Williams if they're number one. No fucking way. Are they just paid,
Now they're not.
Caleb and
they're
Mark.
not taking him number one no matter what. You just paid your quarterback.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, they're trying to get rid of him so
in today's
bad.
NFL, it doesn't matter.
They are trying to get rid
dude,
of
I
him
don't
so
know.
bad, Rafa.
I don't believe that, but
Okay, first of all, this is not the first time that the Arizona Cardinals have been. They drafted Josh Rosen 10, and then the next year fucking drafted fucking
Kyler Murray number one.
Calamari.
dude, Rosen was that
Terrible.
bad. Let's not. Kyler Murray was pretty good at
He
one point.
is good.
Whoa.
He's just hurt.
He was pretty good at one point.
talented.
He's just
he's
hurt.
talented.
He's
There's a
just
lot of
hurt.
talented
But
guys.
he does not love football.
He's just
I
hurt.
don't think they take a quarterback next year. Not yet.
They will.
I don't think they will. But
What do you
anyways,
take? Okay, if you're the number one pick, you're gonna
They
pass
can
on
get-
Drake May.
Not only
and
this,
no, but you can trade back and get a
You're not
couple
trading
different
back.
things.
they possibly
trading
have the number 1 and number 2 pick.
Right.
And
They do. They can turn that one pick into a handful of picks in that first round and second round, and remake your roster. I like under on Arizona. The Rams at 6.5. I like that under as well. I don't think Stafford's going to finish the season. The under is -134. Seahawks 8.5. Man, that's
Come on,
that's a
man.
tough one.
That's tough.
That's a tough one. I'm
No
gonna
Zach-
say,
no
Pull the
Zach
schedule.
bias.
Pull the schedule.
no.
No
I'll
Zach
give
bias.
no. I'll give them the over of 8.5.
Why isn't
That's tough,
Seattle?
though.
Why
That's
isn't
still tough.
Why
8.5
isn't
tough.
Seattle getting the respect? I don't get it. Their roster got legitimately better.
I agree.
They got 2 young stud tackles on the offense. They got stud running backs.
Okay, but are you
They
betting
got,
on Geno Smith?
They got 3 over average great receivers. Remember,
Right,
they
but
got the kid from
That's a
freaking
great
Ohio
wide
State, who's
receiver
not
room.
playing right, by the way.
Who,
Jackson
Jackson?
Smith.
Smith-Njigba?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's hurt.
He's
Yeah, he's
practicing in full though.
He practiced in full. I thought he was doubtful for week 1. But can we run their schedule down real
Let's
quick?
run this
I got
schedule
it.
because
I like 9. I don't like more than 9.
at least you like the over. But
I like the
I'm
over.
saying 11.
That's crazy.
wow,
wow.
that's absurd.
You,
That's absurd.
okay,
Let's hear
week
it.
1 they
It's
play
Geno
the,
Smith.
We
It's
know
not
they have
like-
4.
Week 1's a win. They
week
play
1
the
they
Rams.
play the Rams at
home. Win.
Okay, 1-0.
Then they go to Detroit.
That's a tough game. 1-1
Let's
for
go
me.
1-1.
Then they play the Panthers at home.
Win.
At the Giants.
2-1. 3-1.
No way. That's
3-1. Give me the
You
benefit
can't-
of the doubt.
How can you give them the benefit of the doubt when the Giants did the same thing, one up them last year because they won a playoff game? I
People,
can't.
no, the rumor on the streets, because my ear's always to the streets, is that a lot of people are expecting the Giants to take a step back.
100% a
Everyone's
step
saying
back.
That's not really
That's
like
not.
a crazy.
That's not a
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying.
Yeah, but at home. Yeah, but at home against Seattle, they're at home to start the season. I think they lose that game. Let's put them at 2-2 and
Okay,
let's see.
let's put them at 2-2.
All right. Then they have the early bye week. Then they play at Cincinnati.
That's a loss.
That's
a loss.
okay. So what is
2
it?
and 3.
2 and 3.
Home against the Cardinals.
Win.
Home
3.
against the Browns.
Win.
4 and 3.
They don't
At-
lose at home, by the way.
At Baltimore.
Touchdown, Miami. At Baltimore, loss.
4 and 4.
Against the Redskins at home.
Win.
5 and 4.
At the Rams.
Win.
6 and 4.
Home against the Niners.
Win. At
They-
home.
they-
At home against the
home?
Niners, I think they
Yes,
beat them.
They split.
7 and 4.
7 and 4.
They play at Cowboys.
Loss.
7 and
At
5.
San Francisco.
Loss.
Home against the Eagles.
7 and 6.
I
Loss.
have that as a loss. 7 and 7.
Then at Tennessee.
Tough game. I think they win that.
8 and 7.
Home against the Steelers.
Loss.
Home.
That week right there could go one or the other,
Then
and
they-
they'll still be 8 and 7. I think
They end the season playing the Cardinals over there.
So
That's
they're
nine,
9
that's
and
9 and
well, we had them like 9 and 8, 10
9
and 7.
8. 9 and 8.
I think it's still the over.
that still hits your over.
I still think the over 9 and 8, 10 and 7. That's their peak. 11, I don't know.
I still think the way we did the schedule gives them room to grow because we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
didn't
Yeah,
give them anything.
this is the thing. Yes, you have a young team. You have a week 5 bye week.
Yeah.
So you're now you're ending the season on what 13 games in a row, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
those last couple games were pretty.
You're gonna play 13 games in a row, and on back-to-back weeks you're playing at Tennessee. I think you play the Eagles somewhere in there. You have like 3 or 4 tough weeks in a row later on in the season. Yeah, you're a young team. You're gonna have plenty of it, but you're still a young team.
They have a tough straight 5 games. So they have Niners, Dallas, Niners, Eagles, Tennessee, Pittsburgh.
Listen,
Look at those 6 games.
that's a tough stretch. But my thing with the Seahawks is that Pete doesn't get the respect or the credit he deserves. This is probably the most talented offensive team he's had And
since,
I can't remember.
what do you mean you can't fucking remember?
I mean,
Dice wants a hat.
Oh, nice. All right, Richard. Thank you.
Rick Flores
Rick-
also wants a hat. He wants 2.
you guys call in during
And talk shit to me, and we'll give you a hat.
That's the deal.
That's the deal.
At 7:10, you guys call in to reach out to Rafa about advice. You could bitch about getting hats, but you call in and then we'll think about it. But going back to Seattle, I think, well, first of all, Pete's a defensive coach. He's always going to play good defense. This team is talented on offense. I don't know why people are sleeping. This is my sleeper. Seattle's going to be very good. I say 10 to 11 wins.
I peak them at 10, and 9 and 8 would be for me. And then the Niners at 10.5. Overs minus 162. I love this over because I think they will be 13-4, 12-5 at least.
Is Bosa still...
He's out. He's holding out.
Apparently, there was a beat reporter from the Niners saying they should be getting a deal done soon, but who knows?
They said that about
Yeah.
Chris Jones, too.
Exactly.
No, and the Niners start off on the road at Pittsburgh, by the way. Tough game.
And Brock is starting, correct?
He's back.
Oh, 100%.
He's been back.
He's been way back.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
dude don't lose, man. He doesn't lose. Niners over 10.5. It's minus 162. It's a big money delay.
Ring the bell for that.
I don't want to blue chip that. It's minus 162. Too big.
Doesn't like the juice.
No, too much juice. Let's get to the best division.
It's only juice if you lose, Papa.
That spoken by a true degenerate. All right, the next division, which I think is the best division in football, arguably because the AFC North is also very good.
The Raiders are in it. So.
So let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
11.5.
Super Bowl champs.
Reigning Super Bowl champs.
Yes.
11.5 is minus 134. I think they are an overpick here.
Yeah.
12-5 for me with the Chiefs. That's what I think their number is going to be. 12-5, and they will tie for the division.
What?
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
I think they tie for the division
Trust
at 12-5.
me, Hawks, he's not picking the
I'm
Raiders.
not picking-
He's
I know he's not. I think I know.
So the next team we will cover is the San Diego
Superchargers.
Yes, on this show we do not call them the LA Chargers.
No.
And we do not call them the Commanders either.
Sorry about that.
They're the Washington Redskins and the San Diego Chargers here.
Alamany is also not the Warriors. They're the Alamany Indians.
There are the Indians. So here is the 9.5 over minus 128. We are going to blue chip this right
Bang,
here.
bang.
The Chargers will end 12-5 in that division.
That's a low number.
9.5, I think, is a very low number for that roster. The coach sucks.
They should,
Yes.
they should be
Sucks.
at least 10.5, I thought.
He know this is it for him. He knows his ass is absolutely on the line.
That's his grass.
And he's got Kellen Moore now there to kind of like, hey, let's not do stupid shit at some point, right? So I think they compete for the division with the Chiefs, and they end right there. I think they're 12-5, 11-6, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Chargers were in that AFC title game.
Listen, the Chargers.
I would be shocked.
I think the
No shock.
The biggest upgrade. I had picked the Chargers to go to the Super Bowl last year. I thought they were the most talented roster in the NFL. And if you guys know, that's very difficult for me to say. That
100%.
That roster.
You can't even admit LT was amazing.
Yes. No, Lawrence Taylor was definitely amazing.
Dane Tomlinson.
So, but here's the thing. I think Khalil Mack is a year older. Bosa's still.
Yes.
I mean, but he wasn't that good last year is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
just the way you said it.
He's a year older, a year slower, I guess is
There
what
you
I was
go.
trying to say.
There you go.
And he didn't set the world on fire last year. Actually, he hasn't set the world on fire
In a while.
You know,
The first year in Chicago.
His first year in Chicago. But he gets paid a tremendous amount of money.
It's all right.
But the biggest difference with this team is Kellen Moore. They got a great I think is a very good offensive coordinator. I think he should if they don't make it to the playoffs or they lose first round,
You think they hire him?
I think Moore gets the job.
Okay. Well, we will
I don't
see.
get why he's great. What has he done?
I thought that offense from Dallas was very good, very creative. I thought they were very good with
thought
the
they
with the
underachieved.
very average quarterback, by the way.
He's rated as the best quarterback in the
And
NFC.
he is. Look at the quarterbacks in the NFC. Derek Carr's like third or fourth.
He's third. Jalen Hurts is second. So anyway, I like the Chargers over 9.5. That's a blue chip. And then the next two teams are your teams, the Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Those are the teams that split one of your households.
I'm so curious. Listen, we gotta do a rundown on both teams. Do we not?
Let's do it. Let's do
Raiders. We've done
let's
that.
do the rundown on the Raiders. Let's do the Broncos first. You want to end with the Raiders?
Well, we've already done. If you want to do the Raiders again real quick,
We're
Let's do
doing
it.
the fucking Raiders.
Let's do the Raiders.
Okay, but are you picking the under or the over?
First of all,
I'm not going to tell you until you'll find out.
First
No,
of all,
I want to know right now.
is Michael Brown on the line? In the line?
In the line?
On the line? On the line. Yes, you guys know what I'm saying.
Rafa, give me
Vince
the
Vaughn.
answer now.
Uncle Zero says we got to get Williams. Raiders for 0-17, please.
Drake May all day, baby.
Oh, man. All right, let's go to the Raider rundown. Can we? You pulling it up?
Don't answer. Let Rafa answer.
I'll answer
So
all
I'm
of
not
them.
gonna answer.
Because
Yeah.
you guys are Raider biased.
Don't say anything.
I'll
Let-
answer all.
I'm a pessimistic Raider
No,
fan.
no, no.
though.
You're
you're
Laker
not.
biased.
No,
You're
you're
Raider
not.
biased. You think they beat the Steelers.
Let Rafa
They always
answer
beat the
every
Steelers.
game. I wanna
They
answer-
lost the Steelers last year.
They did.
That was a freak.
It's Christmas Eve
Derek Carr's fire game.
Okay. Week 1 at Denver.
at Denver. Loss.
Week 2 at Buffalo.
Loss.
Home against the Steelers.
Fuck.
Say it.
I'm
Say it.
gonna give them a win, but I don't want to.
Wow.
At the Chargers.
Loss.
That's a home game, by the way.
No, it's at the Chargers.
I know. That's a home
Oh.
game, by the way.
I think that's a loss.
Home against Green Bay.
Come on, Rafa.
I'm gonna give them that win.
I don't want to beg, but
I'm gonna give them that.
too proud to beg.
Don't
2 and
don't
3.
influence. I want to hear
Go ahead.
his true opinion.
Home against the Patriots.
That's a win.
At Chicago.
I think they win that game.
At Detroit.
What week is that?
That's a loss. I'll tell you.
Week
there
8.
you go. That's
week
a
8.
loss.
Week 8.
Where's their bye?
Week 13.
Wow. It's a late ass bye.
That's a good bye for them.
They do buy
I,
that late?
I think they beat the Lions.
Wow.
So what's the record right now?
5-3.
What?
I think they beat the Lions.
5-3, Papa.
over 6
hey,
and a
hey,
half.
hey, hey.
I
Let
think
him,
they beat the Lions.
let him pick his.
You're insane.
I
Okay.
think they beat the Lions.
Okay.
Week 9, they play home against the Giants.
I think they win that game.
Week 10, home against the Jets.
I think they lose that game.
Week 11, they go to Miami.
Loss.
Week 12, they play home against Kansas City.
Loss.
Bye week.
Loss.
Come on, guys. That's the only time the Raiders win.
Coming off the bye week, they play home against Minnesota.
I think they win that game.
Then it's home against the Chargers.
I think they win that game.
At Kansas City.
Loss.
At the Colts.
Win.
Home against Denver.
Win. 10-7. The Raiders at 10-7.
I wish I had a
I think-
huge bell bomb.
I think
You
the
know
Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to compete for a playoff spot.
Are you
I don't
being
think.
for
I
real?
swear to God.
Are you being
I
for
swear
real?
to God.
Don't
I
do
swear to
this
God.
again.
No, listen.
I swear to you.
April.
I thought you were joking like half the way through.
I think they win. I think they win 9 or 10 games
But why? Why is that?
because I think
I'll
I
tell
think the
you
rosters.
It's upgraded. I'll give you that.
The roster's upgraded. Quarterback wins. Okay, the quarterback, he's a winner. There's no doubt about it. The Josh Jacobs thing, I think he's not going to play as much as
I agree.
Josh Jacobs thinks he's going to play. So I think the other guys have been there. You still have first or second, third, whatever, top 3 receiver. Your D-line should be better. Your secondary still sucks. But
Terrible.
if we're looking at your schedule, it's not that tough.
It's not
It's not that tough.
The first.
Can I give you
5
the real
games.
reason why, though?
Why?
It's because they got rid of the doubters in Josh McDaniels. The team is buying into Josh McDaniels. And that's why if the team doesn't buy in, if the quarterback especially doesn't buy in, and the quarterback questioned from day one the offense, didn't like what was going on. He was, reading between the lines, saying stupid shit. The quarterback didn't believe in Josh McDaniels. The team now, I believe, believes in Josh, and that's a big thing.
I think they're going to shock. They're
Rafa,
going to shock
you-
some people. I think they're going to shock some people.
I had a lot of doubt. Now I'm like, let's go Raiders.
I-
10-7 playoffs.
I
We're
think
coming for you.
I think they're going to shock some people.
I love it.
I
Go
think
get
they're gonna
another
shock-
Raider tattoo, Hawks.
Yeah,
I need mine now. I need mine.
he's in Vegas.
Oh, anyway, he's gonna get it.
This is
Bring him back to the
21st
tattoo.
birthday.
No.
You have to do it.
Don't do it.
We're not going to TJ. We're going to Vegas.
That's happened to me.
I think they're gonna win 9 or 10 games. I think they're gonna be close in the playoff
I have
race.
so much hope now.
Rick,
Rafa.
Rick Flores goes Raiders. I just fell in love with Rafa.
Yes.
Luke also said taking them over the Steelers is crazy.
Okay.
Well,
Luke,
listen.
we've had enough of Steelers talk out of your mouth.
I like the Steelers. I like
Same
like them to
record,
win
right?
9 or 10 games as well. But there's dude,
Yeah,
you
we-
still have room for 7 losses, bud.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room.
We also have the Steelers breakdown coming down Monday on YouTube. If you want to see that.
Love it. Love it.
Zero Cool also says at 10-7 we would need to give 3 first rounders for Williams.
Listen, Uncle Zero, big SE guy. He needs to be at the show. Uncle Zero, you will also need to call in at 7:10 on Rafa's rundown or reach out to Rafa. We need to hear from you. But everyone knows Uncle Zero, SE guy, and also Raider guy. I do not want Mr. Heisman Trophy.
I don't either. I don't like any. What I don't like about him is exactly what I saw on Saturday. Oh, what? Throwing 7 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, whatever the fuck it was. His body language,
body
I
language.
don't
You know
like.
what? You were right about that because I didn't notice it at first, but you see it when he has a bad throw or he gets sacked or anything bad happens.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's pretty noticeable.
Yeah, I don't
And
like
I
it.
don't know if that's because he's so far and away the best guy on his team, and he feels like everyone sucks here, and I'm the only one that's good. But that's what his body language.
Hey, that's what his body language says.
Yeah.
But even if you are the best player, you shouldn't be thinking like that. If you want to be,
you're
Oh,
a
we
leader.
know that, but
Yes.
that's what his body language says.
100%. 100%.
No doubt.
Sorry to point at you so close.
Don't worry.
I'm always,
100%.
I'm always,
100%.
Thank God you don't have fucking our normal size fingers. If you had a normal finger, you would have poked me in the eye.
Rafa would be like the Senator Dan Crenshaw. He'd have a fucking patch right here.
Luke said Drake May will have a better career.
Agree.
I don't disagree with that.
So it's Broncos rundown now?
Let's do Broncos rundown.
Wait,
Their total's
where's
8.5.
Michael
Is
Brown
Michael
at?
Brown... So,
Shanae says he's driving right now.
well,
Oh,
it's
that's
called
what it
YouTube guy. They have more TVs in that car than...
There's like 10 TVs in that
Yes,
shit. What'd you buy it for?
Yeah,
seriously.
Let's do the Broncos rundown. Week 1, they play the Raiders. I think they win that game. They're at home.
Hold on. Text him and tell him to get on YouTube real quick. Give me 30 seconds, Rafa. Let's do a moment of silence for
For the Broncos?
the Broncos. And by the way, people are starting to not believe. Listen, you said it last year. People are not giving the credit to Sean Payton. Like, not the credit, but there's some chinks in the armor, and they're starting to come out.
I said it last year. He's
Yeah.
a Mike McCarthy disguise. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You can say it's not, but it's fucking pretty close.
Did you text
It's
him?
pretty close, actually.
Their comparisons, their records are identical in the playoffs
With good quarterbacks.
with
one
great
Super Bowl.
quarterbacks.
Did you text him?
I didn't text him.
I told you.
Let's
to
get
text
that
him.
Bronco
Yeah.
rundown.
You didn't
Michael,
text me anything.
I'll text him. Go ahead.
Yeah, so week 1, home against the Raiders.
yeah, I think they win that game.
Week 2 against the Redskins.
At home?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they win that.
Week 3 at Miami.
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Week 4 at Chicago.
That's a win.
I think they lose that game.
Wow. Okay, so 2.
I think they lose that
Is
game.
that 2-2 or is that
2-2. I think they lose that game.
Week 5 home against the Jets.
That's a tough game.
That's a
that could go
loss.
either which way. Let's give them a loss, but
That's 2-3.
Week 6 at Kansas City.
that's a
That's
loss.
a loss. 2-4.
Week 7 home against the Packers.
That's a win.
You can give them a
It's at
win.
home.
You can give them a win.
That's,
Then home against Kansas City.
That's another loss. I think.
so 3-5.
Yeah.
3-5.
All right, then they get their bye week. Then
Loss.
they have bye week. Then they have at the Bills.
That's a loss.
That's a
Yeah.
loss.
Home against the Vikings.
I think
That's
win
a
that.
win.
They should win that.
Home against the Browns.
That's a win.
Yeah, we'll give it to them.
That's good. That's a close game though.
Yeah, I think so. They're gonna be favored by 3.5 at most.
sure.
What is it now? What's the record?
Like
5 and 6.
5-6.
At Texans.
That's a win.
That's a win.
6
At
and
the Chargers.
Loss.
That's a loss.
At the Lions.
I think that's a loss.
Home against the Patriots.
Win.
That's a win.
Home against the Chargers.
That
At home.
That's that. They should win that.
Yeah, they split.
Then at the Raiders to finish off.
I think
That's
they
a
lose
loss.
that. I think they're right. So they're at 8.5,
8 and 9.
8-9 max for them.
Man, I think
Max for
I
them.
think you're really close on all these fucking.
He loves the Raider one. I just think
I think
you're
you're
super
accurate,
spot
Rob.
on. You're super spot on the Raider pick.
I knew you were smart. I didn't know you were this smart.
I think 8-9's their peak. So I'd like the under, which is +8, 118. I'm not going to blue chip it, but I think Denver peaks there.
That's tough,
I think
yeah.
the Russell
That's
Wilson
close.
thing, I thought it was going to be different. It doesn't give me the vibe anymore.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't. The vibe's different.
Yeah. So listen, those are our win totals. If you guys haven't watched, Eddie Money is posting all those. You can go back, by the way, on our Instagram. Check out all those. We've broke every division down, win totals. Hope you guys appreciate that stuff. Rafa, I call him the guru for a reason. Rafa, he just doesn't pull shit out of his ass. This guy does a ton of research, and we appreciate your knowledge, Rafa. Now, we have one game this week. We talked about it. Thursday night game. Please tell me this is not on Amazon.
It's on NBC.
NBC. I love it.
It's not Amazon's not Thursday Night Football anymore?
This is the opening game of the season.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, we are not giving the opening game
This week?
This
Yeah,
Thursday.
This Thursday.
No, it's not.
Yes, sir.
Comes that quick.
Comes quick. Coming at you quick, baby.
Fast.
Yes. So, I don't know if Rafa has a blue chip.
We
but,
will give you a blue chip
But
for
this
this game.
starts our official record. We keep our records.
Our record's already started. We're 2-0, by
We're
the
2-0
way.
to start the season. We had 2 big winners last week.
Yay!
They weren't even close. All right?
Notre
We had
Dame.
Notre
Blew the
Dame
breaks off of them.
and the SC game went over by, 14
lot.
and a half.
A lot.
So, blue chip this first NFL game. We are going to take
We
the
are here.
Detroit Lions
We made it.
plus
NFL
6.5.
blue chips.
Wow.
NFL blue chip. We're going to take the Lions plus 6.5. I still think the Chiefs win the game.
Blue chip.
I just think they win by
It's been close.
between 3 to 6. I think it's going to be close. I think they're going to miss Chris Jones. I think Detroit's off. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think
So
it's
you
going to
think
be
the over's going to be the play.
Yeah, but I
Not blue
like
chipping
the
it.
Lions.
Not blue chipping
But
it.
we're not blue chipping the Lions. The game. I blue chipping the Lions plus the 6.5. I think they're gonna cover that game. So Super Bowl night, first night of season, blah blah blah.
It's at home, right? For
It's
the
at
Lions?
home.
They probably do like
A banner ceremony.
that always drains the home team. It always does. So I have some information on this game. Rafa and I talked about it. The Chris Jones thing is a big deal. You guys know how much I respect Chris Jones. He destroyed the Raiders and a lot of teams, by the way, by himself. Probably the second best defensive lineman, interior lineman in the league behind Aaron Donald. But the rumor on the streets is he's officially losing money. It's not a rumor. He's losing money. It's either $1 or $2 million.
starting on Thursday.
Yeah, starting on Thursday.
It's $1 million.
And he's asking for Aaron Donald money, $31 per year. And you said he is 29 years old.
Yeah, you can't give him that money. I think you can't pay him as a 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. He does. He is in a commercial with DirecTV. I don't know if you guys have seen
Never
it.
seen it.
Yeah. He's not a very recognizable face. I just thought it was some dude, but it is Chris Jones, so his agent's doing his job. But if you look at that contract, as far as Aaron Donald goes, that was an insane contract. But the contract they just did for the Jets stud,
Quinn Williams.
Quinn Williams, I
Bless you,
believe
thank you.
he's getting
Bless you. Thank you.
he's getting I think 24 to 26 million. To me, that is what he should be asking for. Because Quinn's still very young, second year or third year in the league, right?
No, it is
number.
I think he starts his 5th year this year, right?
No,
Or
Quinn
his
Williams. This might be his 4th.
It should be his 4th. They just re-upped him, so it's got to be
And
his
he
4th.
was the number 1 pick in the draft, was he not?
Or 2.
Yeah, he was very, very high.
And he
draft.
was amazing. He's
and
been amazing.
that's a lot of money for an interior tackle.
But he's probably like 26 years old at the most.
Oh, it's probably younger than that. Probably younger than that. But to me, maybe he's waiting, and I don't know why. It's sort of that situation where Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, that whole deal, like they're waiting to see who gets paid first, and then that way the agent, the framework of a deal gets done. I think they will follow in line. Whoever gets signed first. I do believe both of them need the 49ers need Bosa as bad as.
Oh, but you can't compare Bosa's deal to his. Bosa has to get the number 1 deal.
Oh, I agree. But
The number 1 deal. Is that Michael Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got to get him on the mic. So we'll go to break now, right?
we'll go to break now.
And then we'll get Michael Brown in here. We got to
Yes.
get him in here. Get in the house. There it is, Eddie Money. There it is. We had a second half podcast bet. Eddie Money over 20.5. We're at 21. We need the extra point to make it 22, but Eddie Money is already a winner.
There we go.
Hammered the shit out of Bovada here tonight.
Listen, this is why we are at 710. We are having this. We want to share our winners with you guys. We want to share it. And if you guys have questions, parlay questions, over-under questions. I know Rigo, who watches the show, he's so confused about soccer betting.
We'll clear that up if you have a question.
Yeah, Rigo, call in. Hit up Eddie Money on YouTube. He will give you the number to call in, and we will do Rafa's rundown. Any questions you guys want to ask me about relationships, you could ask me because I have.
You can ask Eddie.
Yes,
and if you want to talk shit or try and get a hat, call in.
You better call in. We are going to take a little break. We hope you reach out. We want to hear from you guys. We're going to do 10 or 15 minutes of call-ins, and that's it, Papa.
Let's do it.
Let's get
Take
a break on.
What's going on?
What's up, party people? We are back live. Welcome to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode 46. If you guys haven't been with us, thank you for coming on with us. We are going to get into Rafa's rundown. We didn't promote it very well, but I need some people. Uncle Zero, I need you. Ricky, I need you. Michelle, Fred, all our usuals. Call in. You guys have any questions?
By the way, Michigan State is annihilating the Chippewas.
I know, I just saw.
Stupid, by the way. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, but listen.
Way to go, guys. Where'd you get that pick from? Where'd you put that shit from? Please advise. Oh, that was from the heart?
Well,
that's the public was favoring.
That's number
Michigan
one
State a little
rule
too
of
much.
all gambling.
The public was what?
The public was favoring Michigan State a little bit too much.
Really? God, the public might have been right this time. So, MB, now that you're here, we did a Denver rundown. I have them at 8-9.
Yeah, we can go. So listen, let me welcome a very special guest, not always here, one of my most favorite people on the planet, M. Bizzles to the Hizzles, MB, Michael Brown, my son-in-law.
Brown with an E.
Brown with an E, well-renowned baseball player from the Foothill League in Santa Clarita. Catcher, wore number 7, super stud. I always kid his dad that if Michael Brown was
What a catch.
if Michael
Sorry
Brown
to cut
was
you off.
my son, he would have been in
The Major League?
major leagues, 100%. And I always say that when I'm drunk.
Well, happy to be back. First things first, the last microphone I had off camera, I was holding together with 2 pieces of tape in my hand. So
Why you got to put us on blast like that,
He's got
man?
to stand.
okay.
He's got to
Hey,
stand now.
I'm very,
Upgraded.
very pleased that this is a legit microphone.
Yeah,
Oh,
damn
sir.
right.
Moving on up, Papa.
100,000
You also
followers.
got a
getting
headphone.
Great mics.
And a headphone upgrade too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
exactly. So thank you for having me.
Yes. So Michael Brown, if you guys don't know, Michael Brown,
That's got to be in. Let's fucking review that.
I think you got one down.
I think got a knee in.
yes. If you guys can't tell, we're watching football live,
We got the Hurricanes.
and there's money on the line.
Look at this. Let's see.
Hopefully, you guys are watching along. We're watching the Miami
Oh,
Hurricanes.
you got to review that.
The battle.
Give me a review one time, you piece of shit ref. Look at him. You don't even know.
Have you guys seen the rap? The rap that was done by this dude. It's the Battle of Miami's.
Who did that?
That's
This is
just-
not a real Miami.
Well, that was the whole battle. That was the whole rap that he was dissing on Miami of Ohio.
Rightly so. It's 38-3, baby.
But back to Michael Brown. If you guys don't know, we have an extraordinary bet. Michael Brown has, and my daughter, Brianna, has given me the best gifts that I've ever received in my life. My 2 grandkids right here, the Gucci Mama. Hi, Gucci Mama. Say hi to Papa. Say hi to Rafa.
She's my number 1 fan.
Go, give her the mic.
She thinks Eddie and I live together.
Give her the mic. Tell her hi. Say hi, Rafa.
Yep.
Yeah. So if that's it. Show's over. Everyone go home. That is my
You
heart,
count just
my
one out.
everything. But let's say this. So Michael Brown, whole family, Bronco fans. We are all Raider fans, and we had a bet when Gucci was still in the womb that we had an argument like, who is she gonna be a fan of? So we put it in writing that whoever wins, okay, that she would have to wear that team's gear for half the year till they play the half the season till they play the second time.
Not every outfit.
Whoever.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, not every
Not
outfit.
every
So
day.
like she's
Not
going to
every day.
she's going to
She
school
wore-
in black and silver every day.
But if
Anything football related.
anything football related has to be Raiders, so she probably doesn't own anything from Denver,
She
right?
since we made that bet, we have smoked the Broncos 6 times in a row.
Wow, you are the mush, huh?
Gucci Mama!
I didn't make this bet. My dad opened his big
Oh,
mouth.
so your dad's the mush.
My dad's the mush.
Mr. Brown is the mush. Jesus
Mia
Christ.
has never seen a Denver win against
Yes.
The Raiders.
Thank God
She
she's-
doesn't even know what a Bronco is anymore.
Yes.
Probably not.
Yes. She never has looked like a traffic cone in her life.
And
Just
that's
a
why
chola.
we had my son to change the juju.
All right.
Well, we'll see
Well,
about
he's
that.
split on gear. He's got Bronco gear as well.
Thanks to somebody, we
Yeah,
got
yeah, he's got Bronco
sweet
gear.
Bronco gear.
Is there such a thing? That's an oxymoron. If I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Sweet. Did you pour sugar on it or something?
I might have.
Which is very ironic because the Gucci Mama is very pale complected, and Micah is looks straight out of East LA.
Yes.
Brown and proud.
That guy
Straight
has
out of low cash.
That guy has a Raider tattoo already.
Brown and proud.
Did you guys do another contract with that one or no?
I think
Play stands? Are you fucking
It's,
kidding me?
It's the same deal.
same deal. Same deal.
But the thing is Denver has to win 2 in a row to wipe out
The other?
because we got swept last year.
So if not, it stays rolling.
If it's 1-1, then it's still
It's
Raiders,
still
and
because
then
yes.
Oh, you're never going to win.
The deal also is that if we sweep each other, that the whole next year you have to wear the winners of the sweep. So
it's been 3
she's
years.
she's locked into a whole nother year of Raider gear this
Wow.
Yeah.
Poor thing. She's doing her she's painting her lashes with
we
colored pencil.
Like I said, I didn't make this contract. My dad was and every Bronco fan's like, just way. I thought last year
Bronco
was going to
fans
go way
are
different. I'll put it nicely. So we're just we're a little optimistic, I guess.
Wow. Should we go through the Bronco schedule again together?
I would love to.
So we did it. We'll go through it again.
Eddie Money, give me your number so I could send it. So, go ahead, go through this because now we have the Bronco.
So I have the
Michael
Broncos
Brown,
at 8-9
He was so upset last week
with the Pittsburgh deal.
when we went into a breakdown of Pittsburgh. This guy lost his mind.
We went position by position. We went. Here's their grandkids' names, and then and here's their son. They have 3 kids. Come on, and it's the Steelers. It's California. I mean,
we're nationwide. We're fucking worldwide.
we spent money in
South
Africa.
Africa, baby.
Okay,
South Africa, Michael Brown.
Okay, well, we'll talk cricket later.
The
But
hate.
yeah, let's go through the schedule. So week 1 Raiders
Win.
I thank you. Week 2 Commanders win. Week 3 Dolphins loss. Week 4 Bears win.
Loss.
So, no
Loss.
chance.
I'm telling you. Okay, but go ahead.
We're not. I didn't say cover. I said win.
I'm chalking you on the road in Chicago. Chalk it up as a loss.
In
but go ahead.
October, it's not snowing yet.
It'll be windy as fuck. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
You will do 3-1.
Okay,
Go
3-1. Jets loss. 3-2. Chiefs. We're gonna split, but I'll go loss.
You split these nuts.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll go loss here. We'll give you the 3-3.
Okay, 3-3. Packers. We're gonna beat 4-3. Like I said, we're splitting, so I'm gonna go 5-3 with Chiefs. Bills loss 5-4. Vikings win 6-4. Browns win 7-4. Texans win 8-4. Chargers we're gonna split. So
That you're definitely not. You're not splitting
split
the Chargers.
both of the top teams.
yes, you guys act like we're scrubs.
Oh no, you are. You are 100% scrubs. TLC singing the jam. 100% scrubbing.
Oh boy. Okay, and then 8-5, and now Lions 8-6. Patriots 9-6.
Who do you finish the season with?
Chargers Raiders.
Chargers Raiders. We're winning 10 games.
I hope you bet that.
I will.
I want to walk up to the booth with you and bet that.
I would. Yes, I would.
I think they lose. I think they get scooped by the Chargers.
Right. We have a incoming caller.
Here we go. Our first call in with Rundown with Rafa. Who do we have on the line?
Let me connect it to Bluetooth real quick.
Rundown with Rafa.
Oh, now Sonny's calling. Hold on.
Who's calling?
Listen, if you guys are just stay on hold.
Where are you going, MB?
Let her.
She's got to hop on the mic.
Yeah, give it.
Okay, I have 3 calls at once.
You have
Oh my
3
God.
I don't
people.
know who to...
Who's on first? Who's on right now?
Sonny, you on right now?
Hello,
Who's this?
Sonny.
this is Sonny.
Sonny, how you doing, Papa? So Sonny is my son. Calling from North Carolina. You are the first official guest on Rundown with Rafa, Sonny. I don't know. Did you hear?
right.
Did you hear our Sammy Sasso tribute or plea?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think? How did I do? I mumbled like a maniac, didn't I?
You shook up a little bit, but it was worthy of shaking up because it's a guy who deserves it.
Well, Eddie Money's gonna work his magic. He's gonna edit that thing to make me look articulate and intelligent, and then we'll get it out. Do you have any words? You have any advice, fantasy or otherwise, for Rafa? This is Rafa's rundown. You have any questions for Rafa?
What questions would be in question? I guess.
Fantasy football. You're definitely not gambling. I know that.
100%. No gambling.
Yes.
I guess.
Are you in our fantasy? Is he in our fantasy?
No.
No.
Oh,
No, but me and Eddie and his friends are in a fantasy
Yeah.
league. Actually,
did you guys draft already?
We draft tomorrow at noon.
All right. If you get the number 1 pick, who's your pick?
my number 1 pick.
Yeah.
I have to look over again. But
He's gonna say Drake May.
He's drafting 9th.
You're drafting
He has the
9th.
last. He has number 10 pick.
So he has 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so who
Do you have a strategy for 10 and 11?
definitely does not have a strategy? That's why he's calling in.
as of right now, no, I do not.
So
My
who-
schedule has been absurd. I can't even I don't have time to do anything. So I'm gonna have to I have to pregame now,
Okay,
pretty
so
much for the draft tomorrow.
Who would you pick at 9 and 10, Rafa?
Oh, at 10 and 11?
10 and 11.
How's your league? Is it PPR league?
PPR.
Oh, PPR league. You got to go receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go receiver, PPR.
Oh, I'm gonna love this.
I
draft.
think Devontae Adams will be there at 10.
Devontae at 10 and CeeDee Lamb at 11.
There you go.
CeeDee Lamb at 11.
There you go. You heard it
if
here.
he's still there.
You heard it here first.
Listen, he's in our fantasy. If I beat you, I'm going to talk shit
Oh, you're not gonna beat
every
me.
week.
You're not gonna beat me. Fantasy football's my life.
Oh, don't say that.
I've been doing this for years.
Oh, dude, if you lose, fuck, Sonny, if you beat him when you face him, please text me.
Yes.
Please
yes.
put that shit in a group chat with us three. I'm going to talk shit to him nonstop. Are you kidding? This is his life. This is this man's livelihood. So
Well,
you
Sonny,
heard it.
Sonny, thank you for
I'll
that.
tell you what, though. Honestly, okay, I will say I don't have the best knowledge in football and stuff. I mean, I do know enough, but I have won multiple leagues. I won a league with my friends last year. I've won my parents' league before.
He's not no
So-
scrub, is what he's saying. He's putting in the
He's
work.
not a scrub. He's not the
Ain't
Broncos.
nothing new for me to win.
Oh, baby.
Yes, all he does is win, no matter what. Yes. Well, thank you,
Thank you,
Sonny.
Sonny.
We have a bunch of calls to get to. I love you, Papa. Hope you're doing well.
All right.
Stay safe out there.
All right, guys.
Bye.
We need. Believe Richard Dice. If Richard, go
Oh,
ahead.
Richard's for sure calling to talk shit.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Jay or Rich?
Oh,
Because Jay called me twice while we were
Okay, let's go.
let's do Jay.
Let's do
He's
Jay.
not here. I'm dying to hear Jay.
Yes. By the way, Gucci's breaking it down.
Yeah, 100%. She's breaking down Jay's phone call, even though she probably shouldn't be hearing it.
Oh, she actually can't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
There he is.
The
So,
Kobe
guys-
lover himself.
This is
Oh.
Jaybird, our social media manager, the guy who does
What's
all
up,
our
guys?
meetings. How you doing, Jay? Jay, you haven't been in a podcast for at least 3 months. It feels like.
Dude, I haven't
I
seen
haven't
you
been in
forever,
studio for at least 4 weeks. At least. I
Are
think,
you still going to be able to
if
go
I'm
to
correct.
Vegas?
If my math is right.
Are you still coming to Vegas?
Yeah, he told me. Him and Zach are coming.
Oh, okay. I want you. So you signed the permission slip already?
Oh, he forged. He
Uh,
forged
Or
that.
is that shit?
He forged that shit.
His wife
Oh,
thinks he's spending the
I
night here for the
GPT.
weekend.
I chat GPT'd it, so it's all good. I'll be there. I'll be there. I told Eddie I'll be there week 47 with my good 47 number. So I'm ready to go.
Oh, good. All right. So what's going on?
What do you got?
Not much, man. Not much.
Just calling in to say.
Are you calling in to say hello?
Well, yeah. I mean, what's up, guys? How's the show been? How's the show going?
You don't
Is it
show
going
up. I'm glad at least you listen because you
Hey,
don't show up.
How long was the transit to Eddie to the house?
It
to
wasn't
the
bad. It was
studio?
an hour 29,
Not too bad.
but my average mile per hour was 22.
We have Richard
okay.
Dice on the line.
All right.
All right, Jay.
Oh.
Did you see our
Okay,
Raider breakdown? Did you see our Raider breakdown?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
you got to watch
I didn't.
that. Raiders. There's a whole chant going on.
Raiders.
There's a whole
You
chant
know what?
going on.
All right.
You know how I asked you about if you have a tattoo, Rafa?
Yeah.
So that should be the bet of the Two Nobodies League. If a small tattoo, it could be somewhere hidden, somewhere non
Somewhere hidden.
That should be
crazy.
a tattoo. That should be a tattoo.
Saying what?
Maybe I just want to get a tattoo. I don't know, but it should be a tattoo.
This is the only way
It should be
his
a tattoo.
wife's going to let him get one, is if we do this for him.
Babe, I have to.
Oh, don't
have to do
start.
it.
Don't
I have
start.
to.
Don't start.
All right.
Hey, yeah, babe. Yeah, okay. All right, guys.
All right, Jay.
I'll let Dice come on. Come on.
Richard Dice, go ahead and give us that call. Richard's like, I called him 3 times. F you guys.
He's called me at least like 5 times.
Yeah.
Call Rich. Call
Rich.
Rich. He's probably hammered on Coors Light.
Yes.
I'm here.
There he is. Listen. Yes, Gucci's here. She's loving life. This is the famous Richard Paul Dice, RPD, Rich,
I got fucking hung up like 4 fucking times. Like, Jesus, my time is valuable.
this is a family show.
This is
and-
a family show, Richard, but we
Gucci has the
apologize for
headphones
that.
on.
Gucci has the headphones on right now.
I'm not apologizing for that.
She also liked that one.
She
What are we
also like
talking
that.
about?
What are we? We're
Let's
talking
get down
about
to brass
whatever,
tacks. What are we talking about?
whatever you want to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
Jesus Christ, I don't know. I want to talk about
Scrambling and gambling.
people. No, people that think they're parents because they have a dog.
Yes.
You know people like that, Richard?
Everybody knows people like that.
Yes.
Yeah, those are sick individuals, right?
usually the
Okay,
ones with no kids.
Let me ask you something now that we have you on the phone. You're a Raider fan. How do you think the Raiders are going to do this year? You're a realistic Raider fan, actually, so let's hear it.
It's going to be painful. It's going to be another year. It's going to be painful.
Yes.
They're going to give us hope, and then they're going to snatch it from us.
What week do they smash it?
Like the pebble
Jimmy's
from a
gonna get
master.
hurt. What's the backup QB? It's,
Aiden O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, Sinead O'Connor.
R.I.P.
I
by
mean,
the
the
way.
guy's shown promise. I mean, I don't
He
know
has.
why we got rid of Stidham.
I don't either.
He's a great backup QB for Denver now. There's no direction for the Raiders right now.
So you see them.
Zero.
What's your peak for the Raiders? What do you think they win? 8 games, 7 games, 9 games, 10 games?
I don't see how they win more than 6.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
He loves that under.
Wow.
Well, last year I said 5, and I was wrong.
Well,
I'm a glass half empty guy.
Oh, me too. When it comes to the Raiders, me too, for sure.
You're a glass half full across the board. By the way, I like your polo, Ed.
You
Nice.
like that?
very nice polo.
Go Heels. I look like
Okay.
I looked at like a size of a billboard with this shirt on, but I got the approval.
Well, I no one disagrees with that. No one disagrees with that.
Thank you, Richard.
But do you know where the origin of Tar Heel comes from?
Enlighten us.
oh, I know what the
No. It's just a serious question.
No, enlighten us.
Oh, so I do know. Well, there's a bunch of theories.
I do know, but I'm going to butcher it.
So the mascot of Tar Heels goes back to the Civil War, from what I've heard. And
Correct.
I didn't know that North Carolina is actually in the South. It's below the Mason-Dixon line. And one general said, them boys in North Carolina, and back in those Civil War days, you fought in lines. Like, it was crazy.
Right.
And some general said those boys in North Carolina fight the line like they have tar on their heels, which means they stood the
Yeah.
line and fought. And
Yes.
that's how the mascot Tar Heels came. On campus, there's a Civil War grave site right in the middle of campus at North Carolina. Beautiful. Shout out to Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill strong, North Carolina strong. That whole disaster. We had a rough Monday or Tuesday.
Now explain why there's a ram on your shirt.
That I can't explain. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I know that the mascot is Ramses. They
Sounds
call-
like a Mexican wrestler with
Yes.
a mask on.
That's exactly
Ramses.
Ramses. That's the name of the mascot. So, Rich, we are doing this call in with Rundown with Rafa every week. We would appreciate it if you called in every single Friday or whenever do it. We love you to death. And if you
Sponsored by Coors Light.
Yeah, we can do that.
yeah, I would love that
So-
actually.
Silver Bullet never slows you down.
Or
How many
ever.
are you in?
Silver Oak also.
Oh no, I'm early. I'm like 4 in.
Oh, yeah, you sound a little early in the game.
Yeah. Give it time. If
He's still getting the
a
shots
little bit later, it could be unlimited.
Unlimited. Yes.
But you had me call in and talk. I thought you were going to have a subject that we could debate.
Well,
What kind of show is this?
so
man?
listen, you're supposed to call in
For advice.
and ask, if you're a gambler, what am I betting on this weekend? Do you think I should parlay 6 teams? Stupid shit like that, so we can pull you off that cliff.
yes.
Oh,
What do you-
okay. So here's the deal. I don't like putting my money in other people's hands.
I like it.
So $100, yay, whatever, give or take. But you're putting it in these kids' hands, and anything can happen. I'd rather get kicked in the balls by my wife.
Well, that already happens.
Yeah.
So
That's
So it works
not a
out well
rundown
for
record.
everybody.
That happens at 6 p.m. every weekday. Zing. So, Rich, if you guys don't know, Rich has a beautiful wife, Carolyn.
I'm bald.
Carol, yes, and I don't know how you pulled that off, but Rich texted me this week. I was his best man, and he texted me on a Wednesday and said, "By the way, we have just watched our wedding video for the first time. They've been married for 7 years.
wow, good for you.
And
Whoa.
how many of you-
Check your backyard, Santiago. When did you get your pictures from when you were married?
I don't think I ever got them or something like that. Yeah.
Waiting.
Well,
Waiting.
but here's the thing: did you have the video, or you just got the video?
My wife is on the ball. 7 years later, we got it.
Well, he texted me on Wednesday.
It was COVID.
Yes. Pre-COVID, they knew it was
Yeah,
coming.
Yeah.
It was all COVID.
It was all COVID. It was all
Trump's
COVID.
fault. It was Trump.
Yes, 100% Trump's fault that they didn't get their wedding.
100%.
But I got a grade A plus on my
Best man speech?
Triple plus.
on my
Wow.
speech.
You should post that.
I told him that in the speech I said he was getting catfished. That
Yeah.
I did. There's no way a girl was interested in him that had the same birthday, was a Laker fan, Raider fan, Dodger fan, and Rich is always
Hated Kobe and hated Kobe.
and hated Kobe.
She's a fucking winner.
I'm like, this one checks.
Eddie called her a unicorn.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. She's rolling around with a unicorn. So
Now, my best man speech was different.
for
He
my
was your
wedding.
best man?
Yes, they had to carry him. It sounded like a goonie goo goo. It was a blibbe, a blabba, a blue blue. Literally had to escort him. He made 0 sense. He could barely stand, let alone walk. And then,
Well, and then they start clapping like, okay, you're done, guy. And I'm like, I'm not done yet.
Oh,
Everybody's
yeah.
like, put your seatbelts on.
yeah, he was speaking mayonnaise.
Well, it's kind of like you at the tail end of the podcast.
Yes,
Whoa.
exactly.
Whoa.
Or sometimes at the beginning.
Zing.
And
Sometimes at the beginning.
In the middle as
Sometimes
well.
at the beginning.
We're all friends.
He
here.
did
This
call
is the
Mayweather
longest I've
last
talked
week
on the phone
Merriweather.
in years.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, Rich,
All right. Oh, wait. Let me ask you a question. How do I get a hat?
well,
That's up to Edward.
yeah, that's up. So listen, we have a limited supply. If you guys like this hat and
I'll
you're
pay for it.
no,
You don't
no,
have to
no.
pay for it.
No. We have a limited supply. If you guys are interested, let us
Okay.
know.
No. I got a deal for you. You and Rafa. If I call in every week, I should be able to get a hat.
Fair enough.
Fair. Deal.
Deal.
Is that fair?
Deal.
If I don't, no hat for me.
Deal.
Deal.
100%.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Keep the momentum going. You guys are killing it. Love you guys.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks,
we love you.
Richard.
Appreciate you, man.
Hold on, Rich. I got
Seacrest.
something
Ow.
else to say. Hold on, Rich. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Hang up on his ass. Damn it.
We got him.
I
You got
hung
him.
up.
We got
You got
him.
him.
Oh, good.
You got
good,
him.
Good.
You got
so,
him.
any other calls? Is that our first rundown with Rafa? Anyone else?
So we have Logan Loya in 10 minutes.
Yes.
So if you want, you can talk MLB if you can get it done in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, 100% we can.
There you go.
I would love if Michael Brown made it back here for.
Get Michael here. He's a Dodger fan. He shouldn't even. You know what? That text when he said that he grew up he was a Yankee fan
Yeah.
until he was 9.
He was.
I discredit him completely from being a real Dodger fan. You know what I'm saying? I agree.
I agree.
I knew you would agree.
By the way, Tapia said it's 1-0. Braves are up.
Thank you, Tapia. I hope you get to 8, buddy.
Let's put that
It's on 691.
691. Let's do that.
Guys, listen. I'm going to give you there's a game kicking off right now in 25 minutes. Hawaii is at home against the lonely Stanford Cardinal. Hawaii's getting 3 points. They're playing for the state of Hawaii tonight.
Big
Take
emotional
Hawaii
game. Emotional
plus
game.
the 3. Eddie Money's got money on it. the call has been made to the MGM Grand. We got the money on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors
Yes.
+3 tonight.
Are they still the? No, they're not the Rainbow Warriors.
I'm calling them the Rainbow Warriors.
I do not have money on it.
You got 25 minutes, sir. Log in. Yeah. It's +3. Don't be shy, anybody. I gave you one winner tonight. Now you need another.
So we have 10 minutes. The only thing we wanted to talk about with baseball. Baseball is brought to you by rustedroyalty.com, by the way. It's a lifestyle brand, clothing brand. If you're into off-roading, boating, it's a whole thing. Quality gear.
100%. Hats are super cool.
Yeah, thank you to Danny for sponsoring the show. Hooked us up with some awesome gear. But let's get into MLB. We only have one topic, but it's a sort of a...
It's the only topic of baseball right now, I think. The races are kind of dying out.
Yeah.
This is a race for the best team in baseball, I think. The Braves and the Dodgers are playing this weekend. 4-game series. The first game was super entertaining.
Oh, wow.
Braves jumped out to that early lead. Lance Lynn, I'm going to go back to the beginning of the show when we were talking about Herm Edwards and we got into a little bit of Denny Green. Lance Lynn is who we thought he was. You Dodger fans wanted to crown his ass. Well, it's 2 bad starts in a row. Lance Lynn is finito.
Wow.
He's done.
Wow. Put a stamp on it.
He's done.
All right.
But
all right.
I said last week, I thought Mookie was playing the best in baseball. He was lights out last night. Carried the team all the way back at the end of the game.
2 home runs. But listen, the game changer was Acuna.
No shock.
Grand slam. I mean, just a rocket to left field. That was literally the game because it was 6-1 after that, 5-1. It got to 7-1. Dodgers, I mean, because of Mookie, had 2 home runs, almost hit a 3rd home run in the bottom of the 9th to win the game.
If Acuna robs that first home run, my God.
So where do you
see how close that was?
Michael Brown, where do you stand on this? Because not only is this a race for the 2 best teams in the MLB, but it's also a 4-man race for the MVP. With Acuna, you have Olsen at first base, and then you have
Freddie,
his replacement, Freddie Freeman, who has the most hits in major leagues, and then you have Mookie, who is just on fire.
He's been lights
corrections and retractions.
Corrections and retractions. What do we screw up on?
Acuna has the most hits, 181. Freddie Freeman, 179.
Oh, wow.
I think right now, I think it's Acuna bets. Vegas now has it bets Acuna.
Yeah.
But I this weekend, I think will have a lot to do with that. You know, they both had amazing games yesterday.
They both set records last night.
Yeah, 30-60.
Uh-huh.
And then
what was Mookie's?
As far as
being the best?
No. Having the most RBIs and home runs as a leadoff man.
Oh, as a leadoff man, you're right.
But I think he needs 2 more home runs, I think.
Okay. As a leadoff man.
As a leadoff man. To have over 100 RBIs as a leadoff man is almost unheard of. And
it is.
No, he's lights out. I think right now he's the best player in baseball. My opinion.
Acuna?
A bet. Just the fact that he's playing fucking second base.
Yeah.
He's playing shortstop on another night. He's hitting leadoff. He can play anywhere in the outfield.
he's playing both positions in one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At a high level. It's just I feel like the stolen bases inches
Acuna a little bit over.
ahead.
But you know what? I did hear this about the stolen bases. First of all, it's a new rule. You cannot throw over to first. You know that. So this is a totally different. Those numbers are a little bit skewed, only because there's never been these rules in baseball.
But he's not the fastest guy.
He's
with
not
the pitch clock?
Coleman either.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not get crazy.
Imagine if Ricky Henderson had a pitch clock, and imagine if Ricky Henderson also had. You could only throw over the first 2 times.
He's not touching Ricky's numbers, and he never will. We're not saying that. But for a guy of his size, like Michael Brown said, he's not the fastest guy. And he's hit 30 home runs.
Yep.
When did Ricky hit 30?
Well, if he's not the fastest guy, why doesn't everyone else have close to 60?
Because they're not running.
Correct. The next closest is 53. The next closest after that's 41.
Yes, he has 20 more than everybody. But, and this is me being a Dodger fan and making my case for Mookie, is that this doesn't come from me. 10 or 12 of those are, I don't care, you just ran and got.
Take away 10. He's still 30-40 guy, 30-50 guy.
It's close, but I'm just saying I think the stolen base aspect of his game just
Okay.
inches him.
and
a
he's
little.
got 181
Okay.
hits.
Would you rather have more stolen bases or more home runs, Eddie Money?
I
Well,
would like more home runs.
Dave, bang, bang.
what are their averages if we know?
Let's see. Acuna's 337.
Wow, that's a big number.
Yeah, very. And then Mookie's not in the top 5. Mookie's 317.
Okay,
That's a big number,
Now, what's
so-
home runs?
It's got to be close.
yeah.
No, it's not with home runs.
Mookie has 40.
Mookie's, I think,
38?
second. No, Mookie is.
Olsen has 43.
Mookie's fourth with 38. And
So he's 8 home runs more.
And I think Acuna is like 17th or 15th.
Acuna's 12th with 30.
Okay.
So we're.
So it's
8 more home runs.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's also got 50-something more stolen bases, and he has more hits, and he's hitting 17 points better.
You can go back and forth. Well, he does. He only plays one position.
why would you-
Mookie plays
I
two.
think Mookie's the MVP right now. That's my opinion, and I'm not a Dodger fan.
I don't think
So-
you can be wrong on this.
So, no, either guy, I think you're right. I think the other two, Freddie and Matt Olson, I think those are 3 and 4.
Just like 1B.
Yeah, I think those do. But these two guys are they're the ones who are going to
You
bring it
think
down.
there's a bias? You think because maybe Acuna doesn't speak English, Mookie's
It doesn't matter.
No.
Well, I'm just saying.
And,
I'm asking if there's a bias.
I don't think so.
In the beginning of August, Acuna was favored and Mookie was like plus 1,500, and then it switched. And-
1,500.
Yeah.
Mookie's come on strong.
He was back.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but it switched, and now he's obviously the favorite.
Who was telling me he raised his average like 25 points in a month or something?
Yeah.
Oh, he
Well,
went.
he
He,
had-
he went 5 for 5 last week.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that week,
and then
I
he went
think-
started the next game 2 for 2.
Yes.
I think that week I think he hit like 600 almost.
Yeah.
570 something
it's,
maybe.
It's unreal.
It's now switched. Acuna's now the favorite, minus 145. Betts is plus 100.
But
Still.
imagine if Acuna stole that home run from Mookie.
That's I said last night. He robs that home run. That's huge.
He takes it.
Yeah, that's huge in the voters' eyes. I think.
Yeah.
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 I think it's huge. I think Acuna's on. I think the Braves are the best team in baseball.
I proved it.
I mean, it was one game,
But here's the
proved
thing.
it.
their
It's-
staff is so much better.
The Dodgers have pitching problems. We have played nobody since the All-Star break. We're crushing everybody we should.
Yeah.
And then we run into somebody that is going to be a dogfight. And albeit we came back, but we were getting embarrassed for a couple innings there.
It's a grand slam, Papa.
Well, it was also 7-1.
But here's the
Because
thing.
of a grand
It's
slam.
we're reading the same story that we already know the ending to. It's the same book.
Every year. Every year.
That's what else can you say?
How many more minutes do we have?
A couple more.
Got like 2 more.
Okay.
Tap it real quick. He said, I'll be there Sunday. I was like, you talking about the Dodger game? He's like, yep, wearing a Acuna jersey, sitting front row, third baseline.
Wow.
Yeah, he is.
I thought he was he's an Angel
No,
fan.
he's an Angel fan. His wife's father is from Georgia. He was involved with the Braves.
At least he has a
involved with
excuse.
the University of Georgia.
Yeah.
They're Braves. He's an Angel fan, but his wife's all Braves.
He's not a total loser, is what you're saying.
He's also a Raider fan.
He said, I got huevos, LOL. Watch me end up like that Giants fan.
He gone.
So before we get to Logan, I have a funny story about Braves Dodgers, and my oldest daughter, who is now 32 years old, 2 grandchildren. We took her to a Dodger game, and I have a rule: you never leave a Dodger game. And it's against the Braves. We have very good seats, but we worked our way all the way down to behind the dugout. It went as extra innings. I'm holding her; she's asleep. And Chipper Jones, and I'm starting to chirp at Chipper Jones.
Oh, geez, you're one of those dudes.
I'm probably 80 beers deep. I would never do that, but I did it
What do
that
you got?
night.
Acuna home run.
2-0.
2-0.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ouch.
he. You know what?
I
He's
pissed him
putting that
off.
shit on his back this weekend.
I pissed him off.
Yeah, he's putting it on his back. So, anyways, you're
anyways,
chirping at Chipper.
And we go into extra innings. He's hearing me, obviously, because I'm at the top of my lungs. Inning 13 or 14, Chipper ends it with the walk-off home run and just rounding third.
Well, it was
And-
at Dodger Stadium, so he didn't walk it off.
Oh, yeah.
They
But
do
anyway,
walk-offs
didn't
on
walk-
the road. You haven't heard of that?
Well, it was over.
I haven't heard of home
because
base either.
It might have been a 3-run home run. So in my eyes,
it was over, yeah.
it was over. And he just tipped his cap at me like a true gentleman.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I went
good
back
for him.
to my Honda Civic with the antenna, with a hanger as my antenna, and took my kids back home.
With a little 76 ball on.
That's my Dodger Braves. Listen, Braves. Listen, the Dodgers are a replica, as like the Raiders are trying to be a replica of the Patriots. The Dodgers stole everyone in the Atlanta organization. They're a class act organization, and we're trying to replicate them, and it's worked.
Well, how many pennants in a row did they win? They were for like a
my
full decade
God.
at least.
It was insane.
I think all the 90s.
It was insane.
Yeah, Rick Flair says, unfortunately, sometimes the popularity vote come to the awards as well. But now it is time for Logan. I'm going to call him right now.
So here we go, baby.
Logan's Lowdown?
Let's
Is this what this called?
Logan's Lowdown. Let's put the UCLA signed by Logan right here. Let's put that up there. If you guys remember, we had Logan in here live and direct. And
I got him. He's on the phone.
Mr. Logan Loya, how you doing, Papa?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Are you in a
good, brother.
Are you in a hotel right now?
Yes, I am.
That's beautiful. So welcome back, UCLA slot receiver, senior slot receiver. I believe Logan has 10 more years of eligibility because of COVID, but he is
11
more
years,
years.
11.
Graduate from St. John Bosco, 2020 national champion, and Logan, thank you so much for coming in. We renamed the segment called
Logan's Lowdown.
Logan Lowdown. We appreciate you, Papa. And listen, ton of questions for you. First off, I want to get into the season. How was spring? How was fall camp for you? Everything working? All the joints feeling good? Are you ready to go?
First off, thanks for having me. Cool to get to call in and get to do this.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate y'all for this. And yeah, spring ball went super well. Fall camp, we just finished up. Feels super good. Body feels amazing, nice and loose, ready to go tomorrow.
Great, man. So how excited are you to kick off the season in the iconic Rose Bowl? This, something about starting off the season at home. I'm hoping every UCLA fan packs the Rose Bowl. This is a sneaky, really good game. How excited are you for tomorrow, man? You've been waiting for this. It's not like the NFL where you have preseason. You guys have to be foaming at the mouth to see another opponent.
No, literally. No, I can't even explain how excited I am. Like I'm trying to chill tonight, got to go to sleep, but I am amped. I'm so excited for this game tomorrow.
I love it. So I had a quick question for you because I'm a big Friday Night Lights guy. I know, the big thing for me when I played football underneath the lights was after the game, after a win, you stay on the field. In college and at the Rose Bowl, does your family get to go down and you get to, rub elbows? Is that a thing in college football? Do they get to go down and you stay on there for 30 minutes and take pictures with your family and stuff? Is that a thing?
So for us, we go to the locker room and then we see the families after. When we come out of the locker room, they're right there.
But
we see them after.
So it's not on the field.
Not on the field.
Okay, that was. I always wondered if that was a thing. So how many friends and family? Because this is, I've told the world this is going to be a big breakout year for you. In your estimation, how many friends and family will you have there tomorrow?
I think I have 10 people coming.
10. I love it. This should be 12. Should be us. Should be us with our big fat
Exactly.
heads. So
we gonna make it happen.
A
Though.
Logan fathead.
the Logan fathead out there.
Two fat
Yes.
guys with two fat heads.
Actually, it probably in proportion it would just look really good.
Yeah.
A fat head on my shoulders, it would. No one would tell the difference.
We could make it a section there.
Yes.
Logan's fat heads.
Yes.
Logan's
I would
fat
love
guys
that.
and fat heads.
We got to do that, Papa. So
Yeah, let's make that work.
you guys have a huge stage tomorrow. You guys are the 7:30 game, 7:30 Pacific, ESPN. I believe you're the last game of the night. The first week one. Last week was week 0. This is a spotlight. Like this is like Monday Night Football sort of for the universities, for both teams, for Coastal Carolina, Sun Belt, and for you guys. So not only is it the first game, you guys get a spotlight, a very bright spotlight on you. Is there extra nerves? Is there some kind of hype around this? What's going on with you?
I want to say extra nerves, extra hype maybe, just because it's the first game, and we finally get to, go against another opponent rather than just ourselves. So, just first game of the year as always. But extra nerves. No, just super excited.
I love it. So, I told you I would hit you with the hard questions. So
Let's do it.
I'm assuming that Coach Kelly, how many times has Coach Kelly reminded you guys that this is a Sun Belt opponent? And the last year, you guys saw, I believe it was Alabama State, Sun Belt.
South Alabama, I think.
South Alabama. It came down to the wire. You guys won the game on a late field goal. Is that water underneath the bridge, or is that something Coach has just reminded you? Don't be overconfident. This is, by the way, this team is favored to win their conference. So has he reminded you guys of that, or because there's new guys on the team every year? Is that an issue, or you guys don't even talk about it?
We don't even really look at it in that aspect. It's more, this is the opponent for the week, and we treat every opponent the same. Never overlook and never underlook anyone.
Okay. So my next question is, Notre Dame had Navy, right? And everyone knows that it's very difficult to scheme for triple option. Coastal Carolina last year, they run a triple option, but from the shotgun. The head coach is gone now. Tim Beck is now the coach. He was the offensive coordinator at NC State. I've heard that he's going to keep, the same offense, great quarterback. But how difficult is it to really to prepare for a team and a new head coach where you really don't know scheme-wise? There's nothing on film, right? Because it's a new coach. Has it been a challenge to prepare for a team that really, although there's film, this is a new head coach? Things could be different or they could be the same. Has it been difficult for, is that a challenge?
That's always a challenge when it's a completely new staff. First game of the year, obviously you don't have film on them. But all you have is the film from places that they've been. Yeah. And kind of use that to strategize and stuff. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to see plenty of stuff that we, have not gone over because it is a new staff and it's the first game of the year. So we just got to play with whatever they give us.
Now, let me ask you, are you going to be returning punts tomorrow?
Yes, I will be.
Woo woo! Yay!
No kickoff, no kickoffs, right? Just punts.
Just punts as of right now. It looks like
we just had.
We're hoping you're pretty busy tomorrow.
We just had Richard Dice, another punt returner from U of A, who also wore 17. Are you wearing 17 again this year?
Yes, have to.
I love it. I love it. Returning punts. Oh man, how is that for you? Is that something that you're comfortable with? Obviously, for me and for other guys or other head coaches, you trust the guy with the best hands on the team to return punts. I'm assuming you have won the crown of best hands on the team.
I would hope so. I mean, I'm very confident in my hands, and I believe, I do have, some of the best hands on the team for sure. And just my ability to track the ball, It's not really known to be the easiest to catch punts, but I've been doing it for so long that it's just kind of easy and natural to me.
Did you do it at Bosco? Did you return punts at Bosco as well?
I did, yeah. And then I also caught punts at Olu. Nice.
I did not know that. So let's get into the game. Coastal Carolina. Obviously you should know the mascot for Coastal Carolina? The what is it? The
Chanticleer?
Chanticleers or
something.
Yeah, it's
Chanticleers.
Chanticleers. So, listen, I've done my homework. They are favored to win their division in Sun Belt. They have a 3-time returning quarterback in Grayson McCall. He's very good. I know you're not in the defensive meetings, but obviously, this is a challenge for the defense, as it is a challenge for you guys. They're a very heavy senior-laden team. I think they have 30 seniors and super seniors. I think this is going to be a great game. This is a time for you to shine. Coach Kelly has come out and said that all 3 quarterbacks are going to see time. Is this a thing? I don't want you to give up any secrets, but I mean, he did come out and say it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he came out and say he named Garbs as a starter.
Okay.
So yeah, honestly, we're all kind of looking forward to see how, what the quarterback role is this game. I mean, I'm comfortable with all of them. It's crazy for one place to have 3 QBs that can start a game.
That is.
Like that's I know that's unheard of, but we're thankful to have these 3 guys on our roster, and looks like we're going to use them.
Now, did you guys how did the reps go in practice? Did you get equal amount of reps from each guy, or did one guy, have more first team reps than the other?
So used to where when we have a quarterback and it's set, he takes all the reps. Like last year when Dorian's here, he would take all the reps, and then Garbs was behind him. This year, it's so much rotation, with the quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, because we are very deep in depth this year, which is awesome.
Deep at receiver, super deep. I'm going to get into the running backs here pretty soon, because that room is also, you have a couple transfers, one from Ball State, one from West Point. But so we're not going to expect like total different offenses. The offense is the same. Whoever's plugged in, there's not any special packages. It's just like everyone has the same offense. Everyone's expected to do the same. You just plug in a different quarterback and go. Is that what we're expecting tomorrow?
Shoot, let's see how the game goes, and you tell me if you think it's the same offense.
I love it. Don't give up any secrets, Logan. I love it. So let's get into the running back room, because it's very deep. As I mentioned earlier, you guys have TJ Harden, right?
Yep.
Who's a stud who's put on some muscle. And then you have Carson Steele, a transfer from Ball State. You got to see this guy. And the rumor is there's a great nickname. If you guys kill it, I'm hoping that the Sunday Times, it says Harden and Steele, too much for the Chanticleers. What have you seen out of these guys? And then you guys have Anthony Atkins, the transfer from West Point, who's 6'2". I heard 245. Some people are saying 255. How big is this dude? They're comparing him to a certain running back in Tennessee.
Wow. Is he that big?
Yeah, he is that big.
With speed.
And he has surprising speed too, guys. You hear that size and you're like, oh, no way he can move, and then he moves well. I mean, it's very impressive. Our running back room is very impressive.
Yeah, no, you guys are deep. What have you seen out of? Dude, I saw the highlights on Carson Steele. It seems to me that he's a potential star in this offense. I looked up the stats last year. He was top 10 for yards after contact.
Wow.
The dude is a beast. What have you seen so far? It seems like he's loving, I saw an interview, he's loving the California weather. He's very charismatic, good-looking dude. What do you see? Is Carson Steele gonna be? Is Harden and Steele and Carson Steele gonna be a thing this year with UCLA?
I mean, I think so. I mean, we have so many studs in the running back room, and yeah, he is for sure one of them. I mean, he's he's the guy that we get in the weight room and we're maxing, and the coaches have to tell him that he's not allowed to max because it's too much weight.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a monster.
Dude.
Jesus.
Monster.
Can you imagine? That's it. You gotta do that shit to Eddie Money.
Yes, Eddie Money over here maxing out every freaking day. Guys,
You see him? He's gonna pull something in one of these videos.
Yes, with the torn ACL, he's doing personal record squats. So, no, I'm excited for that. I think that might be a big thing for UCLA. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Is Anthony Atkins, is he going to be a short yardage type deal? I mean, how do you think he's going to be integrated in the offense?
Man, I mean, I think he can do it all. Obviously, that size, he can be, short yardage back. He can block. He can be a fullback. He can and then he can also surprise people and break some runs. So I think he can do it all. And what's crazy is the size in our running back room is most of them can do all of it. So yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to see what they do too, because we don't go live in camp or anything, so it'll be super fun to see live games, see what they do.
So how much do you know about this QB, Grayson McCall? I mean, he's been 3-time Conference Player of the Year. He's 6'3", 215. I've seen the comparisons. He's Trevor Lawrence. He's obviously had success. I know you're not in the defensive meetings, but I mean, this dude's a baller. Are the guys foaming at the mouth? What's going on here? What's the rumors here on Grayson McCall, man?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not in the defensive room, but I mean, just like everyone else has heard, he's a stud. And, it's going to be fun for our defense, brand new BC we have here. So it'll be super fun to see what our defense does this year too, because obviously that's new for us.
Let me ask you, during preparation for this week, does the offense help out the defense and simulate a little bit of what they do, or you guys don't do that?
We do that. Yeah, we have scout teams, so that both sides of scout teams and rep what the opposing team strategy is and how they play.
Man, that was my time to shine, Logan. I loved running scout team quarterback, tailback. It sucks that I would get hammered, but I had so much fun in practice. I'm sure you don't, being a starter, you don't get to be on scout teams. Were you ever on scout teams ever in your life? Did you ever get to run, quarterback or running back in the history of your football career? Was that a thing for you?
Typically not, but
that means he was really good.
At Olu, when I was like I was a freshman, I think, actually, because they pulled me up to varsity. So sometimes I would go on scout team, if there was a running quarterback, sometimes they would have me do it, just mess around and do that. Or if there was a good receiver, they would have me scout for the defense. But that was about it. That's kind of when my scout days kind of ended.
Yeah, I played scout team as a senior. I sucked.
Hey, it's needed, though. It's needed.
Yeah, it is needed. That's why you have 100 guys on your roster at UCLA.
Yeah.
So listen, Logan, I know I'm super appreciative of you, taking time out. You have a big game tomorrow. I know you need your rest. Last question, or maybe Rafa might have another question. How do you see this playing out tomorrow? I don't want you to give any secrets away, but what are you expecting intensity-wise? This is, first game in maybe the last time we see a full Pac-12 schedule played out. I'm hoping that you get some plaques. I know if you get Pac-12 Player of the Week, you get a nice, I hope you get a bunch of those this year, Papa. We're so excited to follow you through this journey, your senior year with 9 years to go. But thank you for calling in. But how do you see it? How do you see it playing out? Your last thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I won't give out any scores, but obviously I'm very obviously I think we're gonna win. I'm confident in our guys.
Yeah.
In our offense and our defense, our special teams. I'm very confident. Obviously I think we're gonna win. It won't be easy by any means. This is a talented team.
Yeah.
And they're known for, coming in and beating opponents on upsets. So,
yeah, for sure. I'm hoping Chip is listening to this right now. You tell him I said hello. But last words, Rafa?
We'll be watching and pulling for you, and we'll have we want to get a recap of this game. Hopefully it's a big W tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And can't wait to watch tomorrow night and see you out there.
Listen, UCLA fans, show up, get to the Rose Bowl. This is a very optimistic year for UCLA. Great in the pack. This is going to be an entertaining game. I hope that place fills up underneath the lights. Rose Bowl underneath the lights, man. If that doesn't get you hyped, nothing will. Right, Logan?
Yeah. Man, I'm getting hyped right now.
There you go. Let's get him. Logan, thank you again. This is a segment.
Logan's Lowdown.
I will get that wrong every week.
Every week you'll get it wrong.
But we appreciate you, Papa. Good luck tomorrow. We will be pulling for you, and thanks for calling in again.
Thank you, brother. Have a
Man.
good night. Get some rest.
I love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank
All
you,
right,
brother.
Logan.
Have a good one.
All right, see y'all.
Bye-bye.
Dude, look at us. Look at us. Who knew?
Who thought?
Who would have thought?
Next week, I think once this game is, and we see who's playing most of the snaps, what backs in there, then we can kind of
Yeah, we'll have a 10-minute rundown of the last game and a 10-minute preview of the next game.
By the way,
Yeah.
I was looking at the running back room. Everyone is like 6'1", 6'2".
They're all
They
monsters
have a
back
6'4",
there.
220 back.
Yeah.
That's the oh my god.
Yeah. No. UCLA's stacked. They're stacked.
That wasn't the guy who was talking about that.
No,
that
the guy.
dude is
Yeah.
They're stacked, and I hope they get the quarterback thing situated.
So who's starting tomorrow?
Garbers?
That's Logan's roommate, I think.
Yes, and Chase Garbers was the third string quarterback for the Raiders, or fourth string for the Raiders. His brother played at Cal, super stud, and we all know about Dante Moore, and
That's the freshman.
Yeah, the freshman. Everyone's excited. We're all going to get to see what's going down.
Now, let me ask you. I couldn't ask. We couldn't ask him, obviously. But Garber's going to start. Let's say the game at halftime is 17-14
Yeah.
Bruins, right? And Garber started the first half. When are you bringing in the other guys? Are you bringing in the other guy with the halftime lead?
I've never heard, and this might be just a smokescreen. Like, if you're Chip is not going to like Logan. Logan should never tell us, you check out the third play in the second quarter. There's a
Right.
a
Never.
trick play
Of
coming.
course not.
So it's the same thing with Chip. You just put it out there. 3 quarterbacks are going to see the field, and that's all you say. It doesn't give your opponent. They don't know who to to prepare for. This is a Bill Belichick move. Who knows? How do you integrate 3 quarterbacks? I've never seen it done.
Yeah.
And Logan said as much. He's never heard of it. We've never seen it. I know Alabama says they're going to put 2 quarterbacks out there.
Yeah, that game's going to be 40-2 to nothing at halftime.
This is what the Cardinals were trying to do when the media asked what quarterback is going to be rolling out. They're like, oh, we're not going to let you guys know for competitive advantage.
And then they cut Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
So, and Dobbs is starting. Jesus Christ.
So I think it's a ploy. If this quarterback comes out and just goes, if Garbers comes out and just takes the team up and down the field.
Now, can Garber move the way DTR moved or no? Or that's more?
That's more Dante.
Yeah.
That's more Dante
So
Moore.
maybe Dante Moore does see the field on a 2nd and 3 from the 5.
like a Tebow deal. Like
a Tebow type of
His
deal.
freshman
Or,
package.
yeah, maybe a Taysom Hill with more talent.
yes.
Something along those lines, maybe?
Yes. But, I mean, it's a bold statement to say 3 quarterbacks are going to play.
He
man.
said it, though, and I like it.
Yeah, I mean, like this, you never show your hand. I like it, too. I think
Yeah,
First-
Coastal Carolina could have been listening. You never know.
Yeah, you're right. So tomorrow we
I
have...
promise you they were listening.
So tomorrow we have 9 a.m. to 7:30. All kickoff starts.
Let's get
Every
into-
hour. What did Rick say?
No, you said 8 clap, baby. The UCLA will be blackout.
Oh, is it a blackout tomorrow?
No.
I don't.
No,
Rick-
it's on... Come on.
No. What I'm saying is, are they all going to wear black?
Oh, he's probably right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All 18,000 of them. So I hope they get more people, which is a great starting time,
Listen.
actually, because it's 7:30 on a Saturday, not fucking 7:30 on a Friday.
Yes,
Like they've done.
There's no excuse if you're alum or you're a cholo that lives near Beverly.
Dude, those are
crazy too.
that is still a Trojans fan.
Oh, that's a Trojans.
That's
thing.
100%
I was
still
gonna
a
say if
Trojans
you're
fan.
a cholo that lives in Beverly Hills, you should go to that game.
Still probably a Trojans fan. Still probably a Trojans fan.
So, no. There's no excuse not to go to this game. It's going to be entertaining. Coastal Carolina has a very good team, a very exciting offense. People are saying, there's going to be a lot of points scored. But let's roll into our NCAA, brought to you by official.bta. Check out official.bta. Big John, we're in the talks of doing a collab as far as merchandise. Official.bta/ 2 Nobodies. We're in the works with that. But go check that website out. Awesome gear. I think they really mesh with each other as far as About That Action and our show.
For sure.
We are all about that
the
action. We're
different
about that
action.
action tonight.
Oh, right now.
So we got so like I said, tomorrow 9 a.m. kick, full blown week 1.
Yee!
All the top teams in the land will be on the field tomorrow. So we're going to break down some of these games. We're going to give you some picks. Last week, we started our NFL college football season.
Yes.
2-0. We had 2 big winners last week. Hopefully you jumped on. If you didn't,
You didn't
you didn't make any money.
Yep.
So we gave you 2. And today we got a bunch.
Oh,
I'll be honest with you. We got a bunch. And listen, we're not going to go undefeated.
look at that. I could see.
There you go. Look at that, huh?
Unbelievable.
What glasses can do.
Oh,
Unreal. So we got a bunch of picks. We will not go undefeated. We will never go undefeated here. Do not parlay
all our picks.
Please.
Estúpido.
All right. So we're going to give you some picks. We're going to give you some blue chips. You have first game of the day, first one on our lineup here anyways.
Yeah.
We have Eastern Carolina at number 2, Michigan.
Pirates.
Minus 36. Harbaugh will not be on the sideline
For the first 4 weeks.
For the first 4 weeks. This game, coach is not there. Some people think, it doesn't matter. I think it matters. I wouldn't bet this
Really?
game. Yeah, I wouldn't bet this game. The line's 36. Coach is not there. I'm not a fan. But the line's 36. The total's 51.5. The next game is Virginia at number 12, Tennessee. Tennessee minus 28 at home. They should more than likely roll Virginia. No pick on this game, but the line's 28. This is our first blue chip of the night right here, and I believe...
Bang, bang!
I love Deion as a recruiter, as an inspirational speaker, as a businessman, an entrepreneur. You want to bring him everything. Do I like him as a coach? No. Tomorrow,
You might like him as a coach. You just don't like the roster.
I don't like him as a coach.
Okay.
I don't like him as a coach. I do not think he will succeed at Colorado, but they didn't win any games last year.
Yeah, what
So-
is a successful season?
Well, a successful season for Deion is always about winning. We all know
Yes.
that. Everyone's about winning, especially
he
Deion.
told Joe Klatt that. He's coaching to win championships.
We know that, but he's not coaching at Colorado to win championships. That's for sure. So Colorado at number 17 TCU, the line's 20.5. This game is a blue chip here. TCU minus 20.5. I think TCU crushes these guys. I really believe TCU beats these dudes by at least 28. I think the roster, the depth, the coach, everything about this game, for me, I think they're giving Deion the benefit of the doubt.
So what I've heard about this roster, there is talent on the fringes. 2 great cornerbacks, some good receivers, some decent running backs, upgrade at quarterback. But where Colorado is deficient is up front on both lines.
On both sides. They're small.
And everyone knows that's the most important. And TCU has dogs.
They do. And their quarterback was injured last year.
Yeah.
He's going to be starting. And the backup came in.
Yeah. And went to New York.
And almost
won a Heisman.
Exactly. So I love TCU tomorrow, minus 20.5. I think they win this game closer to 30. Just based on Colorado's roster, I don't think is any good.
Yeah.
They can have all the prospects they want. I think it's more than that.
The hype is real, but listen, I'm going to have to agree with you as well.
Uh-oh. Stranger danger there.
Yeah.
Our next game up is Arkansas State at Oklahoma. Oklahoma number 20,
Yes.
ranked number 20. So they're in the top 25.
Major Booty. The QB.
Oh, my goodness.
The QB from Oklahoma is Major Booty. It just came out this week that he has an NIL deal. He is starting his own underwear line. This is not a joke. This is
Is he
true.
starting tomorrow for Oklahoma?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he's
Okay.
very hyped. And his
Oklahoma's line's 35.5, by the way.
name, Major Booty.
Major Booty, 35.5. We'll wait to see another week. We'll wait to see a week of Mr. Booty and see how it goes. Jay can have fun with that. So
Let's get into the next game. Utah State.
at Iowa number 25 in the country. Scandals all over Iowa. Iowa
Yes.
State, Iowa, 23.5. against Utah State. That's a big number for Iowa. I think it's a big number.
I do.
For a team that cannot score. They don't score the way a team that's favored by 24 should.
And Aggies are always tough. Dudes from Utah are always tough. That team is always tough.
If you want to mess around and throw a little something on this game, you definitely lean Utah State's way. And Arizona State showed you last night, don't give a team who can't score a big line. Yeah. Favored by 34.5, they won by 3. So they didn't even score 34.
Eddie Money's look like, I wish we had the show last night.
So that's another game you don't want to mess with. Then we have number 3 Ohio State minus 30 on the road at Indiana. 30 is a big number. This team supposed to be really good though.
Just question that quarterback.
Well, we will see. This is another team I want to see them perform week 1.
Yeah.
It's a Big Ten game. Indiana's not a formidable opponent, but it is on the road. 30, we want to see the quarterback. We'll pass on this game. Then we have Boise State at number 10 Washington. The line is 14.
This is like a little bit of a rivalry right here.
I feel like it's some sort of a trap game, but I love Washington, so I'm going to stay away from this game. Michael Penix, I think he will be in the Heisman talk this year.
He will be in Nueva York.
You think so? I do as well. Our next game, there will definitely be a blue chip.
Bang, bang.
Nevada, who has lost 10 in a row, is at USC tomorrow at 3:30. The line is 38 points. Total 66.5. I think USC beats them by 40 plus. I don't think Nevada's going to score. We know USC's defense is no good.
Yeah.
I think this is their game to do something.
Yeah.
And say, hey, we're not as bad as people think they are. We're not as bad as people think we are, but I don't think they get to the total, even though USC's crushed. Acuna hits a double here.
Double.
We're just watching Acuna tack on the MVP votes.
Yep.
So USC minus 38, that is a blue chip. I think they roll these dudes.
How soon do we see Miller Moss?
It's towards the end of the third, I think.
Yes.
I think this game's 42-3 early.
That should be a line. How soon does Miller Moss get
I think
snaps?
somewhere in the third, I think he gets in there. I think USC's going to roll these dudes right out the gate. We have Middle Tennessee at Alabama. This is another blue chip. Alabama minus 39.
Directional school.
Yes. Alabama minus 39. I wouldn't be shocked if the score was 35-3 at halftime and somewhere like 49-3, 49-6, somewhere in there. Alabama's going to roll these dudes, and they are going to play 2 quarterbacks because the game's going to be over by halftime.
They might play 5 quarterbacks.
5 quarterbacks.
Shame on you, Alabama, for beating up on Middle Tennessee. What have they ever done to you?
Next game, West Virginia at Penn State. Penn State minus 20.5. Totals at 48.5. Another team I want to see how they do. Big line. West Virginia's been bad lately.
Yeah.
They haven't been the West Virginia of 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Pat White's not there anymore.
No, and Rich Rodriguez is not on the sideline.
Geno Smith. Was Geno Smith West Virginia?
Geno Smith, the Mountaineer. So this next game, this is a big game right here. North Carolina, Drake May. This game's going to be at the Bank of America Stadium, by the way.
Yee.
The Battle of the Carolinas.
This
North
is a
Carolina.
big game.
This is a huge game.
Yes.
Huge game.
Yes.
North Carolina versus South Carolina in Carolina at Bank of America Stadium, where the Panthers play.
Yeah.
North Carolina's minus 2.5. My pick right here is Spencer Rattler and the South Carolina 4J Cox. South Carolina.
Go Cox.
Go Cox for Jay.
Go Cox.
South Carolina plus 2.5 tomorrow.
Yes.
By the way, North Carolina also has a player that cannot play this week. Mac Brown was very upset about.
Oh, yeah. The guy who's
I think it's Walker.
Yeah,
if I'm
he's
not mistaken. He will not play this week.
Yeah.
Line's 2.5. I like Spencer Rattler here at plus 2.5. He finished well last year.
Oh, he 100%.
He played well at the end of the season. Spencer Rattler, I think he's gonna come back this year to that Oklahoma hype he had.
Spencer Rattler was the number 1 quarterback coming out of high school, and everyone acts like he got demoted.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God.
I'm sorry
Did he
to
just-
cut
did
you
he
off.
just steal
Acuna
third
just
base?
stole third. I don't know if you saw that, Michael Brown. Acuna just stole third. Urias tossed it to second base,
Yeah,
and Acuna. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
I'm just.
wow.
It was either a balk or the toss. That was it.
It didn't
So-
matter.
So Spencer Rattler, South Carolina plus 2.5. That's another blue chip right there.
Yes,
And I know that's
it
tough for you.
hurts my soul. Listen, North Carolina has one of the best tight ends in college football. They have one of the best linebackers. Obviously, I think they have a top 2 quarterback. But North Carolina has not done well coming out of the season. A couple. The Gucci's here, by the way. She agrees with me. The North Carolina has had a tough time in opening games.
Yes. And they're going to face Rattler this year, and their SEC opponent.
Yes.
Big game, big stadium. It's probably going to be split crowd there, even though it's in North Carolina. So Spencer Rattler plus a 2.5, and the Gamecocks. We have Oregon State.
Real quick, right as you saying that about Cunha, Brandon goes, Cunha steals third. LOL, he's way better than Mookie.
Oh man.
Hard pass on that, Tapia. Relax. Listen
on.
to the blue chip, sir.
Yes.
I don't want you texting me in the morning. What was that
I
again?
missed it. I'm out watching the Dodgers
Yeah,
game.
the Gucci disagrees with that take big time. That's
So,
my granddaughter.
These
in the
next 2
background.
games are on Sunday.
These next 2 Sunday. So this is a great. Oregon State.
Man, yes.
DJ's debut at Oregon State
Sponsored by Beats.
on the road at San Jose State. I'm also going to blue chip this game.
Bang bang.
Going to blue chip this game. I'm going to take the over in Oregon State at San Jose State.
Yeah.
So we're going to take the over here. San Jose State put up some points
They
against
did.
USC's terrible defense.
Yeah.
I think Oregon State's going to put up points as well. Totals at 55.5. I think we should get there right at the beginning of the fourth quarter, if that.
Oregon State has one of the best top 5 offensive line in the country. Very, very talented up front. They're a very tough physical team. We all know I'm a homer for DJ. I'm hoping to do well. If you guys didn't see my story, DJ, sponsored by Beats, gave his whole team Beats that he's galvanized as
That's pretty cool.
as the leader.
Sam Hartman did the same. at
Yeah,
Notre
Sam
Dame.
Hartman did
That's
the
awesome.
same thing. But I think DJ has won the job. He's the leader of that team, who was going to be a good team either way coming in, I believe. And I can't wait to see them play.
Vegas has their odds at 8.5. Their win total at 8.5.
Yeah.
So they're a big favorite. They're on the road, 16.5. But I like the over here at 55.5. That's a Sunday game. The other Sunday game, which is going to be a phenomenal
Oh,
game.
yes.
Jaden Daniels on with LSU.
California
This
kid.
rematch of last year's opening weekend game. They will face. So you have Jaden Daniels and LSU against Mr. Travis and the Florida State Seminoles. Totals at 55.5. What do you think?
Both quarterbacks, Heisman, in the Heisman talk, it should be Travis is going to be a great quarterback. We all know what Jaden Daniels from Inland Empire, went to Arizona State, did big things, and then had a great season last year at LSU.
He had an amazing season.
Very mobile, and he's put on some weight. So this is going to be, probably the best game of the.
It should be the best game of the weekend. I like the over in this game as well. I'm going to blue chip this over.
Bang, bang.
55.5, the over in this game on Sunday night. It should be Sunday afternoon.
I like it.
Big game there. Another game, Cal at North Texas. This line opened at near 9. Cal is at North Texas. The line we're talking about +6. The line's now at 6. I like North Texas +6 at home against Cal. That's a blue chip right there. North Texas. Cal is atrocious.
I think they're 2.5 it's a bar room brawl between Cal and Stanford, who's going to be the worst team in the Pac-12.
Well, we can throw Arizona State in there as well because they looked
Yeah.
horrible last night.
Yeah.
So that game right there, North Texas +6, huge game for them playing a Big 12 school, now a new ACC school. So North Texas +6. We have the overs on Florida State and the San Jose State game as well. South Carolina +2.5. Alabama -39. SC -38. TCU -20.5. Those are our blue chips. Don't parlay them.
Don't parlay them all, people.
We're not going to go undefeated.
Do your own research. This is suggestions done by a very smart human being. But
Last year we were 50, 38, and 1.
that is a great record.
So we had a winning record last year. We started 2-0 last week. Hopefully we can keep it going. And then we also have the Lions next Thursday night +6.5.
yes.
Is there any other college game, Eddie Money, that you'd like?
I put all like the main ones on this.
Yeah,
one.
we didn't get a line
I mean,
for
there's
Georgia.
there's like 20 more games, but
Do you have a line for Georgia? Well, I don't know. We didn't get a line for Georgia. It's probably like 45 or something ridiculous.
I was going to
like
say
that.
a lot to a little, most likely. Georgia, by far and away, he's going to be by far and away the favorites to win the national championship. The only tough game they have on the schedule is maybe Tennessee, and I think it might be in Tennessee. But Georgia, as far as a roster goes, is superior to any team in the country, and it's plug and play.
By the way, another blue chip. USC first half and Alabama first half.
Bang that.
Both of those right there. Get those games.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't want to give a pick on this game because it's, we had Logan on the show. The line's 14.5 tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think UCLA wins in a tight game. I like Coastal plus the 14.5. Going to be a great game to watch, I think.
Grayson McCall, who's the 3-time great quarterback, Sun Belt, he was talked out of the portal. He went into the portal. The coach, I forget his name, very good coach. He left and Grayson was going to leave, but he stayed with the program. He's a star. He's a very good
player.
quarterback. And it's going to be difficult. Like I said, I asked, Logan, it's very difficult to prepare for a team where you really don't know what's going to happen. We watched, if you watched Minnesota and Nebraska last night, same thing with Nebraska and Minnesota. Minnesota pulled out the game, but when they interviewed, what's his name? What was that? The battery just shut off or something? I heard just something weird.
No.
They asked the running back from Nebraska. He's like, listen, we didn't know what they were going to run on defense. We were guessing. When you get obviously the quarterback, the coach from Nebraska,
Mark Rule.
Yeah, great coach at Baylor, struggled.
And at Temple.
Yeah, and at Temple, but struggled in the NFL. It's very difficult to prepare for a team where you really don't have an idea. And I think this is going to be a challenge for UCLA, only because, Chip Kelly and all these guys, they sit and watch film and film and film. They know tendencies. You're going into a game where you don't have that advantage of they're going to line up in this, look for this. You're just going to go out there and play football. And it translates to a close game usually.
Yeah.
Like last night. I mean, that thing was down to the wire.
That game last night, and listen, Nebraska's quarterback, I think that grabbing that transfer, I think was desperation.
Yeah.
You took a quarterback that doesn't throw the ball. He was in a system that's not your system.
I thought both quarterbacks looked horrible last night.
But Mims, who was at Georgia Tech, never threw the ball.
No, they don't throw the ball.
They don't throw the ball.
Triple option.
Right. So how are you bringing that? That's your guy, and then you're going to expect him to throw the ball. You're going to end up with 10 points.
They might, they might rethink their.
They might move
strategy.
from that in a week or two.
Yeah, because
Watching that game last night, any of those two teams face Ohio State or Michigan, those teams are going to be blown out.
And I wanted to say this about Ohio State. I know I said a question mark at quarterback, but when C.J. Stroud came in, he wasn't a big name. He wasn't, watch this kid. Everyone's like, kid from Rancho Cucamonga? Are you serious? And he became a thing because he played so well. I forget who's starting at Ohio State, but I'm sure if you start at Ohio State,
no, you're a dude.
You're a dude.
And you have Marvin
Kyle
Harrison
McCord.
Jr.
What's it? Say it again.
Kyle McCord.
McCord.
Is he the kid that went to high school with Harrison Jr. or no? What a play in center.
Yes.
Jesus. Watching these Braves, man, these guys look good.
They're putting it on the Dodgers.
He might have been. I'm not sure if that's him, but
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
so he went to high school with Harrison
With
Jr.
Harrison, yeah.
And that's why
there's a thing there.
Marvin didn't transfer to USC. That's why.
We're not going to revisit that. We had a whole segment on that, and you guys all bashed me.
Still our most viewed YouTube video.
You guys literally bashed me for that, by the way. And here we are to start the season.
Listen, there was
We had to address the rumors.
There was
We had to
clues.
address
There was
the
some
rumors.
bullshit that Dan Patrick put out there.
You're the one who said Dan Patrick did put that out there, and everyone listens to Dan Patrick. But you're the one who brought up the tweet that Marvin Harrison did about after Caleb Williams did something, which sparked my shit up. I'm like, yes. So
By the way, the first half for USC is minus 24, as well as same for Alabama.
I think those teams are going to be up big at halftime.
Yeah.
I think those teams, and Nevada's, they lost 10 in a row last year to end the season.
Yeah.
And they didn't score very much. I think this game, USC's defense should show up this game, those players. Like, dude, you're still going to a top 3 or top 5 program in the country to play, and you're playing defense.
And you're not a bum.
Yeah, you're not a bum, or at least.
well, USC started a freshman linebacker. They're thin at linebacker.
Right, but this is the game where it's like, hey, you want to build some confidence for your
Yeah.
defense. This is the game to do it. We know San Jose State is a different
Yeah.
deal. This game right here, dude, these dudes can't score.
I agree.
This team-
UCLA defense is going to get right this game.
USC's defense. This
Yeah.
game has to be right.
Yeah.
I think so. I think the UCLA game, I think it's going to be tight.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a great game to watch tomorrow night
Agree.
at 7:30 at the Rose Bowl. All 18,200 people that are going to show up, which
Man,
is fucked
come
up.
on, UCLA. Show
Bruin
up.
fans got to be better.
Show
Stadium's old though. We went, man. It sucks.
It's old, but it's iconic. Like other people want to play because they do it up so nice for the Rose Bowl. I mean, it's decked out. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
There was
sort of.
nothing better than listening to Keith Jackson
Oh man!
to start.
a sophomore from Walla Walla, Washington.
There was nothing better than watching him
Nothing
call that
better.
Rose Bowl game.
Nothing better.
The lead up to it, I mean, it was amazing.
Nothing better than Keith. Oh, he was the Vince Scully. He was the Chick Hearn. He was everything that was right about football. And dude.
Those Rose Bowl games, I mean, are you kidding? You know, they'd show the view of the mountains there.
Yeah.
And he'd just talk you through the whole.
The field was decked out.
Oh, when you heard him talk, you wanted to run out there. You're like,
man.
oh, man.
Yeah, no.
Instead, you were scout team fucking.
Yeah,
I was having kids.
I was running.
So were you.
I was
But
running
you were-
Hoover's offense. Hoover from Burbank. Yes. Yeah, I was QB.
So those are our picks. Hopefully, we make some money this weekend.
yes,
Big college weekend, and then next weekend we will have. I mean,
we might do 2 hours of NFL.
we are going to have huge NFL next week.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
Oh, we will recap that Thursday night game, which is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Because the Lions aren't bums anymore, from what everybody expects. If you're drafting in fantasy this weekend,
Draft Gibbs.
Draft Gibbs. Draft Gibbs. If I get the first pick, I'm drafting Gibbs.
Oh, my God.
Oh yes, I can't wait.
Please.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
Please draft him in the first.
I'll draft his ass in the first 100%.
I've already done like 18
Fantasy mock drafts?
Yeah.
Well, Eddie Money lives for this shit.
I've already
so,
done 2 real drafts.
Bro,
I'm ready.
Yes.
I have one tomorrow at noon. We have like half of our, because like we're playing with some of my friends, and obviously John and Sonny aren't here.
Yeah.
So like half of us are gonna come to my house. We have a draft board. We said everybody come in suits.
dude, draft parties are the shit.
fun
they
as
are.
hell.
They are. They're the
You
best.
got to have a draft party
They're
next
the
year.
best.
Next year, you got to have a draft party where
Live.
we all draft live.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Because I throw.
That's how we used to do it back in the day. Priest
Oh,
Holmes
yeah.
out for the season. Good pick. Next.
I throw shit at every pick. I'm like, I talk shit on every pick that's not mine.
Oh, I love
I
that.
took off work just for our draft.
Wow, really? Shit.
That's how serious it is.
Wow,
Well,
shit's
But
got real.
did we get a rundown on the blue chips? If not, I can go over it.
No, he did.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
but go over it. Go over it again.
Yeah, go over it again.
All right. So for NFL, we have the Lions +6 Thursday Night Football.
6.5, right?
Yeah, 6.5. For tomorrow for college football, we had TCU -20.5, USC -38, as well as the first half USC -24. Then we have Alabama -39, as well as first half Alabama -24. North Texas +6, LSU and FSU over 55.5, South Carolina plus 2.5, and Oregon State and San Jose State University over 55.5.
That South Carolina game also might be really high scoring. If those two quarterbacks start just chucking it all over the place, that game could be in the high 30s.
Spencer was on that QB1 show, and he was just
a total dick.
I was going to say
like
douche.
the worst person you can imagine.
He was so bad. He made fun of his backup quarterback. He made fun of, you all suck, I'm the man. So he came out, and then, like I said, he got beat up by Caleb Williams, the Heisman Trophy. And so he showed up and showed out at the end of the year.
Oh,
he's
he played
talented.
at the end. Yeah.
He is talented. He's another sleeper pick to be in the first round of the NFL draft. The
A lot of
kid,
people like him.
oh yeah. He just has to get his, hopefully he's been humbled.
Well, I think he showed that at the end of last year.
Yeah.
The last 4 or 5, 6 games. So,
But Drake May is going to just show you why he's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft next year.
Rick Flores meant, when he meant by blackout, he said ESPN is part of the Disney blackout. Spectrum is under negotiation. Disney contract was over and Spectrum is under negotiation, and ESPN is under Disney umbrella. So all channels are blacked out currently.
So you were right. I was wrong. So if you guys don't know, Rick, who was here, we polished off a bottle of scotch last week after the show. That was really tough. But he's in the cable industry. Yeah, if you guys want to call and complain about cable, Rick's your guy. That is an atrocious thing.
yeah.
That they're going to black out these games. That is ridiculous.
So make sure you get Hulu and Fubo.
Yes.
Moises also said that hat looks great.
Moises. I don't know who you are, but Papa. Yes, DM
Moises Arona.
Arona. I know that last name.
Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
These hats, we're going to give some away.
Yep.
We might sell one.
Yeah.
We're not sure.
Yeah.
Before we sign off, Zero Cool says, you're tripping. Williams will win back-to-back Heisman and be number 1 pick.
Is Zero still on? Because I would
Yeah, he just said that right now.
Oh, he just said it right now?
I told you to call in, Papa. You fumbled that.
Caleb Williams is probably the best quarterback in college football, you could say.
Well,
But for you to win, you could say that.
well, everyone said it because he won the Heisman Trophy. So
Tim Tebow won the Heisman as well. So
he was the best quarterback in college.
He didn't win twice in a row, and
Yeah.
his second season was better than the first.
Yeah.
The only way that guy wins another Heisman this year is if they're undefeated.
They go to the playoffs.
If they're undefeated a week before the Heisman,
We've looked at the schedule. They have a gauntlet.
they have a tough schedule. But if he
tough.
goes undefeated and he performs what he did last year, he could be the Heisman.
Yeah.
He could win it again.
Because
it's hard to win that second Heisman, though.
It's only been done once. Archie Griffin, Ohio State.
And I believe it should have been done twice because I think Tebow should have won.
Tebow should have won. And I watched that Swamp Stories. It's a great thing. So listen, everybody. Thank you again. Episode 46. I want to say thank you to our sponsors. Julio's Pizza, CustomCars.com, Rusted Royalty, Official.bta. We thank you. We love you. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember, we're going to do the Reach Out to Rafa every week. You call in fantasy picks, parlays, any questions you guys need. Call in.
Call in, talk shit to me, especially if we have a bad week.
Yes.
I take it like a man.
Yes. And
Jay.
Any last words? Giggity. Any last words, Eddie Money?
Just can't wait for football season.
Yes.
It's here, baby. It's here.
I appreciate you, Rafa.
Appreciate you,
I
Edward.
appreciate Michael Brown. More importantly, plug that mic in. We got to get a goodbye from my favorite person on the planet, my Gucci mama. Say goodbye, everybody.
Have a good
Play
night.
the music. Come on, man. Hi, Gucci.
Hi.
Say hi to Rafa.
Hi, Wafa.
Hi, baby.
You are the best that ever lived.